Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone is doing good, I should say, this year. Considering that, yeah, it's the first stream of the year on the first day of the year. Pretty exciting stuff. If you guys missed my stream yesterday, I put a little link in the, well, a little message in the chat there, letting people know that the VODs have gone up, or sorry, singular VOD has gone up on my other channel, Areima Plays. And if you guys missed anything, feel free to head over there. If you guys want to only watch the video whenever it comes live, well, you have probably about a month before that happens. So just letting you know. But yeah, how are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good. My work has been quite a bit of something lately. It's been a lot more work than usual lately, but I took today off for a bit of a personal day, and it was nice. It was honestly quite nice. I have played a tiny bit since last time, and by a tiny bit, I do mean quite literally a tiny bit. Mostly because I was getting flabbergasted by our base. Sorry, base is not a good word for our tiny little house slash outpost. So I did organize it. So we actually have like chests and stuff, and we have things organized by more or less how they're used, if nothing else. And we're not going to be staying here permanently. Don't worry about that. I do want to find a permanent residence at some point. And one of the things I want to work on today is finding a battle tower so that we can get high enough level to use some of the things that we need to use. I also want to find a battle tower in order to try and get a Bezoar so that we're immune to poison, so that I can go down into this place and do a little bit more exploration. But everything down there was poisoning me, so I was just kind of getting tired of it. I always feel like a Bezoar is like one of the first things you ever get, and we just weren't getting it. We also need some feathers, I noticed, for books. I've been playing Abiotic Factor for most of the day today, so I'm trying to open my inventory with tab, which is obviously not working. But yeah. Hey Newly, welcome to the stream. So I was thinking about it, and our goals for today should be relatively simple. I want to get a little bit more experience, get more progress on the experience track. Obviously, that's going to kind of be a permanent thing. It's a permanent goal at all times. I do want to find a new place to live. The place that we were at was nice for a get-go just because there was a convenient dungeon nearby, but it being so close to the sea and kind of isolated from everything does mean that I don't really want to stay there permanently. But now that we have our Atlas and we have enough levels to actually wear iron gear, it's going to be a little bit easier to kind of venture out into the world. So we want to find a better place to live. I don't know what that looks like yet. I am kind of going to just be open-minded about that. And we need to obviously find more dungeons, more explorable locations, etc., etc. That's, again, kind of like the experience. It's going to be a permanent goal of ours. That happens at all times. If you read the thumbnail title, then we are not going to fish. I refuse. I will do everything in my power to not fish, including and not limited to trying to find alternative ways to get the things that may, in fact, be limited to fishing. There's a possibility that I open this up to multiplayer with some of my friends. If you're not a person that you can think of, if you don't know who you are, then you, how do you say that? They know who they are whenever it comes to who I'm going to open this game up to multiplayer, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to look into it in the one day between this and our Tuesday stream, especially because my boyfriend and I actually went out last night for some of the holiday enjoyment. We went out to kind of go to a party with some friends and kind of just really enjoy the New Year's. What the hell is that? I also found out, by the way, that there is a zoom function. So there's that. It's a Pixie. Are you a good thing or more kill it? It didn't get me anything. Not even any experience. I feel like a bad person for doing that. Is there any in-game resource figuring out mobs drop what baubles, or is that something you just look up? I would say that's not something you look up. The entire game is based around the idea of experimentation and kind of just trying stuff for yourself. So I think the idea isn't that you look it up, but instead it's that you just kind of play and kill things, and if you find things, you find things. Although I will say the main source for baubles isn't monsters. The main source for baubles is chests. The core idea of RLCraft is that you're supposed to go and explore, right? So just go and explore and find things, right? We do have a sleeping bag, so I can get rid of the nighttime here. And we're gonna start today's stream off with exploring, doing some good old exploring, trying to find some stuff. But yeah, not really much to say about it, to be honest, but we went out to a New Year's party with some of my friends. People shot each other with Nerf guns. There was a lot of drinking involved, outside of me. I can't drink, unfortunately. It's a bit of an issue, but I've gotten used to it. It's been a full year now that I've been not allowed to drink, so I'm just gotten used to it. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Boyfriend drank a little bit too much, but that's kind of what you do on New Year's, right? Is that you drink too much. Fair. Thinking about how Terraria now has the bestiary, which can tell what mobs drop. I will say, it's cool that Terraria has a bestiary now, but I'm not trying to like gatekeep Terraria difficulty or anything like that, but Terraria was fully playable without the bestiary. I've never looked up anything in Terraria, and I put hundreds of hours into it, and it was just fun to be like, oh, cool, this so-and-so drops from so-and-so, right? I guess if you're intentionally trying to make something like the Ankh charm, then it might be nice to know how to progress that. I don't know. I guess I'm back and forth on that. I've never looked anything up because the in-game materials seem adequate, so... But that's not necessarily for everyone. There's a lot of people who don't necessarily love the idea of potentially getting lost for incredible amounts of time just because the game didn't tell you information. I'm a bit of an old school gamer, though, and I like games that just kind of don't hold your hand and just let you go and figure shit out for yourself. It's a concept that only goes so far, though. It is convenient, but it's less rewarding than if you discovered it for yourself, right? Okay, that's a nuclear bunker, I think. Is this the same one that we explored earlier? It can't be. It's very radioactive right away. Okay, we're gonna head down here because there might be something. Ooh, yeah, this is definitely different. There's another radiation badge. Some books here. Although I can't seem to open those bookshelves. An actual sink. Ooh, a cooking oven. Can I take this with me? Multi-block. Enables smelting abilities. Can I take the sink with me? That's cool. I like those for later. Oh, that's like a trash can. They put a thing on top of a trash can. That's cool. I've gained Oh, it's because of there's a wisp or a duder out there. What are they called? A nymph? Is this part of the... Yeah, iron grate. This might not be part of the oven. It might just be aesthetics. But I do like the aesthetics here. We're going to recreate this oven at some point. So, reinforce iron plate slab. Okay. This little bunker doesn't seem to have anything in it. Unless I missed something. It's very radioactive, though. Probably should get out of here. Sirens. Well, we're going to be sitting here humping a wall for a little while. Gosh dang it. Can I eat while humping a wall? I can. The siren, ironically, despite singing to me, can't actually reach me. Hey, Troded, welcome to the stream. I do still have the, oh yeah, I mentioned it to people last time, but I don't think I mentioned it this time. we are doing a kind of a new way of streaming. We are streaming for the purpose not of letting you guys watch me stream, but because essentially you guys are here for part of a recording process. I will be making a big video that is like, if you've ever seen Rubit's Raptor or Bigger's Amphibian or Hazor videos, that's kind of like that idea, or like Owltime. It's kind of that idea of like a big compilation video that is a story of what happened on stream from start to finish. And you guys are just trying to along the ride for that. As part of that, I am trying to learn and remember to use a new button I have on a stream deck next to me that basically puts a little marker in my recording saying, hey, something interesting happened. Like that guy. That's a Cyclops. Do I have arrows? I do. That seems like a bad idea. You know what? Fuck it. 16 damage. Did that really hurt him much any? It did damage. Okay. I wasn't sure if we were like not damaging this. Now we're not damaging. I think he might be stuck. For some reason I can't hit him in the head though. I don't think I'm going to have enough arrows to finish this guy off though, because I only have like 20 arrows. But yeah, if people see something happening on screen, I appreciate people letting me know. There was a pan on the rack. Okay, I'll go back for that. But I appreciate people letting me know, hey, oh, I knocked out his eye. That's really cool. But yeah, I appreciate people being like, hey, you know, clip that, or it's essentially a clipping button. So, you know, it's, ooh, he's jumping for me. It's a good reminder. And I do appreciate that reminder because it's an, how much HP does he have left? Like 50% of his HP. He's blind, but is still coming after me. That's rude. Do I have any javelins or anything? I have nothing on me. I have no range options whatsoever. Okay. Someone just mentioned that there was a pan on the rack back in that nuclear bunker. We're going to go back for that real quick. Oh, that was perfectly fine. Nothing bad ever happened. Jumping over giant gaps. Just after you arrived. Yeah. I mean, we did just start. I'm kind of, the only thing I've really mentioned is that, you know, we're going to be doing exploring this morning. So that's kind of our first duty, is to try and find new areas and a new dungeon to explore. And we're working towards finding a new home. I really want to get out of this biome because this biome is just filled with sirens and water and a lot of restrictions on travel. So I do want to find a way out of this biome without taking advantage of death warping. Because I could just death warp out, but that just feels wrong and bad. Also, parasites suck so much. It happens whenever you drink unclean water, there's a chance to get parasites, and you just take damage randomly every once in a while. Someone said, I can't go in that way. There's a pan on the rack. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Iron scaling knife. Oh, it's just a scaling knife. I've actually gotten one of these before. I'll hold on to it, though. I don't see any other pans around anywhere. And these all just have books in them. We'll double check them, though. Because I did just remember that you can shift-click these to open them. Yeah. Oh, that's a closet. Oh, interesting. I don't really want the closet, though. I really hope I don't have to, like, cross the water. It's starting to look like I might have to, though. This is the brutal from before, isn't it? We'll go ahead and mark it. This is the brutal merchant, I believe. Maybe we head west throughout the day, because we did find this giant, like, lava crevasse thingy to the west. Ideally, we find a battle tower, one that's not out on the water. Failing that, we find like a jungle temple or something like that. And we can get back into doing some actual proper like fighting and exploring and stuff like that. The beginning of this game is still going to be, man, I really need some healing. Kind of a lot of the same. I mean, it's a stream, so part of this is you guys keeping me company while I'm doing. Oh my god, I can't believe I keep being stupid and jumping over that. One of these times it's trying to punish me. You guys keeping me company while I do these. I wouldn't say repetitive, but some basic things here. I am looking forward to kind of the early mid game though, whenever you get a mount and some like regeneration and stuff like that, and you get to start really going exploring like really intensely. I've found that to be one of the most fun parts of RLCraft in the past. Since we're about to sleep, might as well risk parasites. And toss this in here. And before I forget what it looks like, we're going to recreate this oven real quick. So there was this, and then there, and then there. Huh. That looks so nice. It's a cooking oven. Okay. Not sure how to use it. Let's see what it's from. Cooking oven. Cooking oven is from the Delightful Cuisine. So this is probably one of the, yeah, this is one of the cooking mods. Cooking for blockheads. So you just have to cook a book, and that gives you all the recipes. We have some books around here somewhere. There you go. Cooking a book in order to unlock a cooking recipe book. That's very cute. I like that a lot. What earplugs would stop the siren songs? That is a good point. Earplugs. I can at least do that while we're around here. So I just need 2 oak buttons. I did get some wood. Thank you for reminding me. I did get some wood off stream just to have... Okay, and I can still hear noises. I was worried that it was going to do the CDDA thing and make the game actually, like, muted. Very happy to report that is not the case. I'm not worried about this cooking thing right now. We'll touch it later. I want to explore. I always like starting off with something interesting, and at least to me, exploration is always interesting. So it also looks like there's something to the north here. So we might head north first. Because we don't have... Gosh dang it. We don't have much of north explored. Once I get more iron, I'll shear some of these sheep too. That's why we don't have much north explored. It's because it's a ton of fucking water that way. I'm looking to see if there's any cliffs that I can climb over there if I do swim across. It doesn't look like there is. West it is. West it is. Happy New Year. Time to watch some Minecraft. Also, if I remember, you can make food basket that holds a bunch of food to save space. Ooh, food basket. Basket. Fruits basket. Okay. Stores fruits for recipes. So it's specifically only fruit. Okay. I don't think we have any access to finding fruit anywhere right now, but it is good to know for the future, to be honest. Because maybe that makes fruit a very high valued food for us, because it means that it's easier to carry quite a bit of. Although I've never, out of all of the base like Minecraft survival stuff, I've never really had issues with fruits, or sorry, with food before. I always have issues with healing is the main RLCraft thing. That's why I want to eventually Sea Serpent? I want to find a corrupted biome, because the corrupted biome will eventually allow me to fight Terraria style, like, not even like Terraria inspired. They're just actual Terraria bosses. There's, the Destroyer and the Corrupted Worlds and stuff like that. Lets me fight some Terraria bosses, and I can get a Ring of Regeneration. It's not fast regeneration, but it is HP regeneration. The Loch Ness. Is that what that is over there? It's just actually a boss? Let's turn this back on. And let's head south from here. I want to get across this chasm line here. I do not want to fight you. I don't think I have a choice. He is now hunting me. Okay, I think we maybe lost him. And I immediately ran back into him. Oh man, there's so many of these guys. South. Another town. That's actually good because another town means that we can make some small progress. If we hit the waypoint and then die, we can always come back, right? Tis the Loch Ness Monster. No, it's a different basket. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah. What's in the Wizard Tower? There wasn't really much in the Wizard Tower last time, so we're probably not going to be checking it because it's just books, usually. And there used to be a chance for there to be enchantment tables, but they removed those because they really don't want you to skip ahead on progression anymore, which is probably for the best. Ooh, Iron Axe. I will happily take one of those. Can't use it, but I will be able to soon. And I'll take some leather. And I'm going to keep the item frames, to be honest, because I like making my house look nice once we get a proper house. Again, one of the things that we're out looking for is a new place to live. I want to live in a more temperate biome, first and foremost. So, this is not a good place to live. There's seasons in RLCraft, and considering it's probably spring, the fact that we're already burning up, means this place is super hot. And once summer comes along, it's going to be literally unbearable. Like, you won't be able to live here. Ooh, bunch of wool. Hell yeah. That's chainmail. That's the thing I was talking about last stream, is that every once in a while there's a spot here where the ground is kind of messed up and a chainmail mannequin fell through the ground. We'll take the skeleton scroll. That gives us access to a thing later by having a bunch of skeleton scrolls. Hopefully we can find some water here. Yep, there we go. And let's see if we can find the waystone. I want to say always a waystone in towns, but town generation in 1.12 is really fucked, so sometimes there may not be. Ooh, an anvil. I can't even pick it up. I need 12 of whatever that is, building, in order to be even able to pick it up. That's unfortunate. Some iron hammers, copper halberd. I'm good with all this. Suspicious soup. Hammer time. There's some lava. I was not able to make a bucket, by the way, for someone who had suggested it. We don't have this skill yet to use a bucket. Nunchuck. Holding left click to spin, continuing to land hits will increase damage. Oh, that's cool. Not really my... Oh, I actually really like the fact that that's a lot of wood, because I don't really like cutting down trees, so just getting a whole bunch of wood for free, I actually find that very valuable. It means that we don't have to go wood hunting for a while. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the seaside super fast, drop off this loot, and then come right back out. Where's my house? It's over here, I think. Yes, it is. So bad at RLCraft. So I don't play it so often. Yeah, I need to move my chat. You can use enchantment tables anyways due to the requirement of high level. Oh yeah, no, I know that I can't use them, but they're much harder to craft than they used to be on top of everything else. We don't care about the hammers or the copper halberd. So let's go ahead and drop these in here, because I really need iron more than anything right now. There we go. That's jungle wood. Making a jungle wood chest was actually a little inconvenient. And while we're here, let's be smart and remember to actually make a stack of healing items real quick. We also need aloe. That's a big one. Is if we can get enough aloe, then we can make some better healing. Wait. Oh, I'm dumb. I was like, can I not smelt hammers? Well, you can't if you don't put fucking coal in there. Gosh dang it, Areima. You are an idiot sometimes. We'll keep the iron axe on us because we'll be able to use it soon, although we are going for 12 in magic, or 16 in magic as soon as possible, which means I'll even keep this on me. Okay. Is there anything else we need? We do need leggings. So we'll go ahead and... That's not enough. We need 7 for leggings, so never mind. Oh, does this thing actually have water in it? No. Okay, let's head back to that other zone and see if we can get farther west now. Dropping back real quick for a quick deposit is a very nice feature of this teleportation system. It kind of makes me feel like I'm playing Diablo sometimes with like the town portals. Let me actually move my chat real quick so I can freaking read it. Because OBS broke whenever I started my stream today, and it doesn't show me my chat, so my chat's not in a normal place on my screen. I remembered something. Okay, so whenever I played Dregora yesterday, as long as both thirst and hunger bars were filled to top, I healed slowly. That's not the case anymore. I can tell you for a fact. We've been full hunger and thirst many times, and you don't get healing. So maybe that's a different version of RLCraft, or maybe not Dregora. I'm not sure. Wait, there we go. That's the one I need to go to. There are plenty of ways to get plenty of ways to get passive regeneration, but I don't think that's one of them, unless there's something I am just missing. Last time we found a library, it had a bunch of enchanting books in it, so this one we will check. Dregora, another version of RLCraft, because this looks different. Yeah, so Dregora is... RLCraft came out like 6 years ago. Enchanting tables! Enchanting table! Oh my god. So with Magic 12, we'll be able to pick these up. That's huge. I thought there was no way to get enchanting tables anymore. That's huge. That saves us, because we only have one Wither Scroll, so we were only going to be able to make one enchanting table whenever we need 2. Oh, that's actually very huge. Okay, let's actually put a note on the map real quick, reminding us that we need to come back for those. We need to put a marker for, like, hey, this is loot. We'll do this. Anywhere there's a green little emerald is where we know that there is loot that we need to come back for. Oh, yeah. That's actually, honestly, I'm legitimately quite excited about that. I'm not faking that at all. Then again, I don't know why I said I'm not faking that. I'm not one of those YouTubers. How I act is just kind of genuinely how I act. I mean, we can try it once we, like, have... Because, like, I've been missing a heart on my head and my foot this whole time, and I've been at max water quite a few times here, and it's never healed, so I don't know. Are you sure you didn't walk past a fairy and get healed by the regeneration of a fairy? Because that's a passive way that you can get healing early game. For sure. Hell yeah, gold lightings. Eventually we'll get that thing, that the osmosis thing that lets us heal, or lets us get free mending on all gold items. It's actually a pretty good early game thing, in my opinion. Just because early game, your gear is just going to be breaking all the time. So even though you lose a little bit of defense by wearing gold over like iron or diamond, you just will waste so few resources in comparison. Let's go ahead and put our sleeping bag on our bar, because we're going to have to sleep in a second here. But yeah, so normal RLCraft came out years, and I kind of got distracted there. Normal RLCraft came out years and years ago. Dregora came out last year and is a massive update. They changed a fuck ton of things. They updated most of the mods that were involved in RLCraft. It's basically RLCraft 2. It really is. It's RLCraft 2. And one of the cool things is that there's actually a map now. I didn't show you guys this last time, so hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to find this. And Dregora map. So this is a thing that was not in RLCraft. So this is the map of Dregora. So all of the black, as far as I understand it, I'm not 100% sure on this, by the way, so don't like quote me here. But as far as I understand it, all of the black space is randomly generated terrain, just like normal Minecraft. But all of the rest of this, as you can see, it shows our coordinates where I'm hovering my mouse. All of the rest of this is actually presets, hand-built locations. They're actually like handcrafted locations on the map. And at spawn, at 0, it says 200 because that's elevation, right? But at 0, there's like a special temple thingy. So this is actually one of the reasons why I want to explore, is because eventually we can actually find these really cool hand-built locations. And I do know that, you know how you can see these spokes? at the end of each of one of these spokes, there is a biome that has some sort of super boss, right? So let me go ahead and turn this back off and go back to here. So there's an objective. It's not just, hey, get stronger. There are bosses to kill and there are things to do. Big monolith? Are those buttons? They are. Okay. That's just strange. Strange big monolith thingy. Oh man, I have to turn my chat back on again because I really wish OBS wasn't broken right now. There we go. So cool looking getting my group together to try this. Yeah, it's really good, man. RLCraft is easily my favorite mod pack because it's all about exploration, it's all about combat, it's all about dungeons. You are playing an action RPG. You legitimately are playing an action RPG. You have some of the old Minecraft mechanics in there, but it's not like FTB or anything like that, or Industrial Craft or Thaumcraft, where it's about like crafting and stuff like that and building and mechanics. No, it's about the RPG things, and that might not be for everyone, but it gets me more excited about it because if you wanted to play something like RLCraft, you don't have a choice. You would just have to play something like RLCraft. I will say, though, if you were not aware and it's not necessarily your thing, it is brutally difficult. Like, it's designed to be unfair. I think to some degree, Shivaxi, who's the kind of the director, although he didn't create the mods, he just kind of grabbed a lot of mods and got a lot of people to make bridge mods that were things that kind of like combine existing mods in ways that are more organic, like making things interact with each other, right? Shivaxi was a streamer, and I think on some level he made it to be like streamer pain, right? But there's just people out there in the world, like me, who are masochist gamers who just want to play a really, really, really hard mod pack. What is that? I think that's an irradiated Seedle. And this is another nuclear shelter. If I can get in. There we go. I think I can do this, yeah. I can put this in my offhand to actually generate light. I'm gonna go ahead and put down a marker because this place looks a little different than... Radiation badge has been exposed to 25 rads. Okay, so we are 50 rads. Okay, we are getting actually contaminated this time. Let's move a little bit quicker. Radiation badge, contaminated stuff. I don't see anything that looks unique. Dupacks, I don't know what those are. We'll look at them later. Hello. I am now contaminated with radiation. Let's move faster. Fuck you. We're okay. Radiation badge disintegrated. Okay, we're leaving. We're leaving. Contaminated level 2. Okay. We got it. We got it. We hear you. We hear you. I don't have any right away. It's all back at my base. What does that do? Contaminated? It doesn't tell me. Okay. We'll mark that. There's probably more stuff in there, but wow. That was not worth. We barely got anything out of that. I mean, we got a new radiation badge that has like a modifier on it, but fuck you, game. I can't believe I just fucking wave dashed right into a hole. You can wave dash like up walls though, which is very nice. Ooh, is that another one of these? It is. Okay, so that's another one of those little aquatic dungeons that we ran into earlier. And a new biome. Hell yes. Okay, so let's mark this dungeon. We're not going to do it right now because, again, I want... let's mark it as a newbie dungeon. So there's, like, different levels of tower size, which actually makes it very nice to, like, mark dungeons appropriate size for what they are. I hear baddies. That's a lava entity thingy. Get in here. Well, that was a trap. Holy shit. That I did not know that was going to. Oh, that's a salamander. I did not know that was going to be a trap. Oh, hey, it's raining. Cool thing. If it's raining, you can look at the sky and hold shift and right click in order to get free clean water. So my water and my food are completely full. So I guess this is going to be a good thing to test Encoded to see if you were right about incredibly slow healing during those times, but I don't think that's a thing. Oh, another one of these fuckers. This might kill me. Please, please stop, please stop. Yep. I figured that was going to kill me. There's no way I was going to get away from that guy. Damn. Okay. Well, we can teleport. No, we can't teleport because we don't have experience. I need 1 level of experience to teleport. I think. Hold on. Let's double check. Dang it. Mistook a fairy ceiling? Yeah. I think that's probably what it was, to be honest. Okay, I actually don't need any experience to teleport. There we go. Because it's close enough. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, honestly, this game doesn't explain itself, so I could see pretty much anyone making that mistake. I don't think this is snow. This might be ash. I think it's raining ash down. Damn. That's kind of metal. We did find a jungle, though, so I want to get back to that jungle. A new biome is much welcome. Plus, there might be jungle spiders, which I think might have a chance of dropping Bezoars for us. We can become immune to poison. It's just one side effect that we'll be immune to, but it will mean that we're immune to both poison and plague, which are pretty commonly used on elites and monsters in dungeons. So I very, very, very much want to be immune to those side effects. We went this way. Or you go back and get exposed to more radiation. It gives you ice superpowers. That's very funny. Don't think so. That man was called Christmas Tom? He dropped fumbling arrows. Okay, then. Sure. Whatever you say, Jane. No, it does not, but possibly no. So you have to realize that about a third to 70% of everything that Newly says is a troll. So yeah, no, she was joking. She knows it doesn't give superpowers. Newly is part of the old Rain World and Risk of Rain community that is quite used to trolling me while I'm streaming with misinformation. So no, don't trust anything she's saying. She actually has played RLCraft too, so she knows better. I don't remember how much Newly played of RLCraft though. You were one of the people that was on our server, right, Newly? I don't remember. Trust everything she's saying. No, don't trust anything Newly says. She is one of my longest time people in the server. Her and Azael have been here forever and are friends of mine now and are completely untrustworthy in a stream. But it is funny. That's a dragon. It's a red dragon. That matters. We'll want to know what kind of dragons we're fighting later. So we're not going to go that way. Get some water from the sky, though. Sky water is very good. I was trying to think of, like, stories I could tell while we're just kind of exploring here. But, that's a raven. That's cool. It's a very cool-looking raven. I've never seen one like that before. But the only stories that ever come up are like weird, semi-embarrassing stories about my boyfriend, and he watches some of my content sometimes, so I don't think I want to just go ahead and start telling stories about that. I can't think of anything else that's happened recently, though, unfortunately. Kurd, on the other hand, can be trusted completely without any doubt whatsoever. Also a lie, because that's also a friend of mine, and the people who've been around here for any amount of time are trolls. One and all. Your house was 10k blocks from everyone else. Yeah, that's right. I remember that now. That's why I remembered that you played, but I didn't remember what all you did because you lived so freaking far away, and I offered for you to like come join us multiple times, and you always refused. I remember that now. Last time we played RLCraft Dregora was right around when it came out, so like I actually went back and looked at the logs, and it was like January of 2025. But the thing is that I didn't enjoy playing on a server because I left the server up 24/7, and each time I went to stream, which was once a week, someone would have cleared out every single dungeon in the nearby area. So I got really demotivated because I had nothing to do in the game. Ooh, shovel. Oh, it's one of those invisible glass frames. Very happy to have gotten that as well. The fuck is that noise? Did you guys hear that? What the hell was that noise? It wasn't the cat. It wasn't those birds up in the sky. Is it that? No, that's a house. There's some sirens and a Jengu. Ooh, battle tower. There we go. Cool. Let's go ahead and mark that battle tower that's out in the water. Although the battle tower is... Small tower. The battle tower is really close to the dragon. Oop! Dude's wearing a jester hat. And he's riding a cockatrice? Question mark? He is riding a cockatrice. Well, I guess that... The fuck is making that noise? Such a weird noise. Werewolf? I don't know. If it's a werewolf, it's like a little baby werewolf. It sounds so adorable and small. Okay, there's the waypoint. Let's grab that before we start fighting anything. And we'll probably sleep as well. That is... We're gonna... Yeah. That's a sea serpent. Let's leave it alone. Such weird. You made it a pet if it's a type of wolf? Potentially. Some of the wolves can be tamed. Also, almost everything in the entirety of Lycanites can be tamed. I don't think I've shown that off, actually. So there's like this bestiary, right? And you can actually get more knowledge about each of like the creatures and everything like that. And if you get their knowledge ranked high enough to like level 2, you can tame almost everything. There's a handful of things you can't tame because it's been specifically removed by Dregora. Like you can't tame nymphs because nymphs give passive healing, and that would be considered OP by Dregora standards. But there is ways to get them. You just have to craft the nymph, essentially, is how I'll say it. I don't know how else to say that. Getting a little bit of experience here is a great idea. What is that? An invisible creeper that has webbing. I think it just put us in a web. It did. I guess it wasn't invisible. It was just far away. What is that? It appears to be a giant bee with floating blocks that look almost like a explosion in slow motion. We're gonna go inside. Big ass bee. Indeed. I am going to go check that out, but I think I am going to... Ooh, fire protection. Sure. I'm gonna sleep through the night first here. Aw, screw you. Monsters nearby my ass. Okay, I guess there are monsters nearby, yes. That's a witch. Witches are incredibly deadly in RLCraft. I would suggest fighting them at range at all times. Plus, they like barely drop anything worthwhile killing them for. While we're just fighting vanilla monsters, though, I do kind of want to get some experience, see if I can't get higher level magic. Something out there is shooting laser bubbles at something else. Cool. Let's not get ourselves involved with whatever that shenanigan is. It might be a good idea to use this waypoint to teleport back real quick. What the fuck is that? That is a gigantic cockatrice. Gave me aphasia and paralysis. Not super fair. Can we sleep through the night now? I would love to freaking heal. In case you didn't know, sleeping heals half your HP. You can't tame elementals from Lycanites. You can summon them. Yeah, so that's what you have to do. So nymphs are untamable and unsummonable, but if you summon a Jengu and another one, a Jengu and Aegis, I think it is, that's a whole thing that's going on over there. A whole thing. I don't know how to process that. But yeah, if you summon them both at the same time, you can sort of like craft a nymph, but that means that you have to have enough mana in order to be able to do that, which I think generally speaking requires the higher levels staves. So even if I did get enough experience with the two different creatures and unlocked the ability to summon both of them, I still wouldn't be able to summon a nymph, which is honestly a good thing, because it means that it would being able to summon a nymph on command would be kind of game breaking, to be honest. So it is for the best. I can't wait until I get a hopper setup for these. We're using two-handed weapons anyway, so we're gonna grab this iron longsword and put anything enchanted away. We need a chest that's just like hay. This is for things that we're gonna smelt down, at least until we can get the hopper setup going. Unfortunately, the hopper setup does mean that we will not be able to, actually, we'll keep these. We won't be able to get experience for smelting things, but there's just so much stuff in this game that we're going to get, that we're going to want to smelt things down pretty much all the time. We already have enchanted legs, so we can put this in the smelting chest as well. And just store some shit real quick. And read chat. Do not fathom the combo those would come out with. Yeah, cockatrice and the bee. It's not Dregora specific, that's just how Lycanites. Yeah, true. Well, no, so there's actually a thing that means that you should normally they've actually turned off the nymph. There's actually a thing you can unlock in Lycanites, or at least I've been told specifically that there's a thing you can unlock in normal Lycanites that would allow you to summon a nymph, and that's just not possible in Dregora. Or maybe they meant that you can't summon a nymph no matter what, which would mean that crafting one using the mechanic I just said might not work. I honestly don't know. We will have to find out once we get there. Once we get strong enough for that to be a thing. I really want to level up magic, but it's so tempting to level up like gathering and such like that high enough to be able to use these tools. We will be patient, though. We will be patient. It's the iron longsword like. Yeah, it's pretty fast. Pretty fast. What did I need for the potion ring? I just remembered that we had the stuff to make a potion ring of haste. Oh, we need lapis lazuli. Okay, we only have one block of lapis lazuli right now. It's a good reason to break spawners, is to get lapis lazuli. And I always forget where this gosh dang waypoint is. Come out in like Cazadors from New Vegas. Oh, and you're talking about combining the cockatrice and the bees? Yeah, no, screw that. That sounds awful. That sounds truly awful. Okay, where was that bee nest? Okay, it looks like the cockatrice maybe left or despawned. But that giant bee is still there. We're going to position ourselves in a place where I can run if need be. See if we can hit that. I missed. There we go. Are you gonna come out here? She seems stuck. I'm a little worried that if I kill her from this distance and she remains stuck, that... Oh, I see. It's not a tower. It's like the beehive exploded or something, and all of the honey's fallen down. So this is a liquid. Interesting. Oh, well, the honey is really hard to move through. Very Terraria of them. Okay, you're... Vespid Queen. And of course she poisoned me. Beeswax. Other Vespids. Oh, yep. Apparently there was baby Vespids around me. Should have seen that one coming, Fat. It is, in fact, not a bee. It's a wasp queen. I mean, if it's a wasp, why does it have a bee's nest? Why does it have honey? I think maybe it's a Vespid, which is going to... We're going to go ahead and say is some sort of combination between bees and wasps, I'm guessing. Tough. What do I use this for? It turns into clay. What about this one? Turns into honeycomb. Yeah, they have honey. They're bees. Or at least bee-like monstrous creatures. Random barrel. Okay. And all the honey's gone now. Interesting. Is that iron? Be really nice if that was... God damn it. Of course, we fall down a hole. It'd be really nice if that was iron. It might not be iron. It kind of looks like copper, maybe. Yep, copper ore. God, I love the movement tech. I think I would probably like Dregora like 5% less without the movement tech. That was a B. Well, a V. I liked V. I hear you. I know I was swinging too much, but I was worried. Propolis. I don't know how you would say that. I wonder if those are Lycanites, because if they are, we could, like, summon them? I thought they were going to be Myrmeks. So I know that Myrmeks are a thing that exists, but I don't know what that is. Because there's, like, if you type in jungle, right? So there's all of this jungle Myrmek stuff, right? And it's an upgrade from iron, so it always seemed interesting to me, but I don't think I've ever seen one in the game. But we are in a jungle, so I was kind of hoping we might see one. Although we are in a lighty jungle, for sure. Go ahead and... it looks like we need to go past the town that direction to avoid the dragon. So... Oh man, we lost all our levels again. We lost half our levels. That's... Even though we got back to our corpse pretty much immediately, we still lose half our levels from the experience that falls on the ground. So we do still get punished, and considering levels are the main thing that we are being held back on progression-wise right now, it's still a pretty big deal. Are you kidding me? More of that biome? I don't like this beaches biome. Let me go somewhere else. It's so tempting to, like, death warp. Yes, they are Lycanites. Myrmeks are giant-ass ants. They have jungle nests and desert nests. Okay, that's cool. The V's are Lycanites. The Myrmeks are ice and fire. Oh, okay. Ice and fire is the mod that also adds the dragons. So that mod is honestly very cool. The animations that they did. What is that? Whatever it is, it's pretty. I hit my mute button instead of my marker button by accident. It's pretty. Let's go over there. Giant ass fucking tree. Oh, that'd be cool. We could be like Hunter and just like live in the trees. Be all druidy. Wait, is this not a point of interest? Is this like... Are there multiples of these? Is that a redwood tree? I just somehow super jumped with lag. Interesting. I loved the Mirmets years ago. I got a queen egg and raised it until I died because you walked away because it was AFK. So you can like get eggs just like the dragons. Interesting. What is this? Wildberry bush. Oh, berry bushes are always useful in these streams. What is that? It's pretty, and it's avoiding my gaze. I cannot gaze at it. What's that? There's a house in the sky. Well, there's a town of sorts here, although this is not a vanilla Minecraft town. I'm curious if there's going to be a waypoint here anyways. If I can even get in. This is a whole design for a house. He had leather strengthened longbow. Hell yes. We'll just leave you my old bow. It's a fair trade, let's say. Fucking broke into your shit. I just tried to press V to turn on my flashlight, because again, I've been playing way too much Abiotic Factor. By the way, fucking fantastic game. If you like Subnautica and stuff like that, it'll just be up your alley. It's just such a fantastic game. I've already put like 40 hours into it, and I don't feel like I'm anywhere close to being done. Some sort of barn. Interesting. Well, I don't like that. That could spawn fiery things via Lycanites. There's a ton of banners here. Someone really kind of went ham on trying to stylize this place. Another leather strengthened. We should be able to combine those to repair. Huge fan of the longbows. They fire a lot farther, and they have a lot higher draw speed, but they also... yeah, I already said it. So they fire a lot farther, but they have much higher draw speeds. So they're basically like sniper bows. But considering I don't use bows as my main weapon, I think they make it more... They're more effective per arrow fired, right? Is there anything in here? Ooh, Curse of Vanishing. That's unfortunate. There's no reason to take that because whenever we strip a item for its enchantments, it'll always take the first enchantment. Returning Javelin. I was mentioning this earlier that a Javelin with returning is super good. Because look, as soon as it hits something, it comes back. And look at the damage on a Javelin. The thrown damage goes up to 200%, so that's 10 attack damage. Versus the damage on a bow being based off of arrows, I think. But usually bows don't do that much damage. Welcome to Florida. It's a great game. Me and my friends no life it. Yeah. I assume you're talking about Abiotic. Yeah. Abiotic is wildly good. What is that? Is that meat? That's red glazed terracotta, and they used it as like hanging meat. That's very creative. I appreciate that. More arrows. We're gonna keep this iron javelin on our bar because whenever it gets down to very low durability, we will put it in our chest for disenchantment because returning is just so damn good. We'll probably use a javelin more than we use a bow, but it would be nice to get a bow of infinity on it just for things that we can't easily fight at short range, like witches. I'm never going to fight a witch at short range. They can put some debuffs on you that will literally ruin you. Ooh. So this is like a Viking village. That's what I'm seeing. There's literally like a beached longboat here. Is there loot in the beached longboats? Vikings like their loot. I can like Vikings loot. Skeleton over there. Does not appear that there is... It also doesn't appear that there's a waystone here. Strange ice wall. Okay. Not even cold here. I don't know why there's a bunch of ice. I wonder... Ooh. Sorry, just pretty leaf color. I got distracted by pretty colors. Loyalty Trident, but in 112, and it's a javelin. Practically 4. Yep. So good. I'm not gonna waste too much of the durability. Plus, you can, if you do accidentally lose one of the tridents, you can repair it. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Man, I love the zoom. really adds to the cinematic quality of this. I'm glad I found the zoom on like my second episode of streaming this instead of like 30 episodes in. Duck dodged, weave and dodge. Nope, got the quote wrong, but you know what I meant. Yeah, I don't do quotes. I always forget how they're actually said. Is this a prison? Feels like a prison. Interesting. Well, the town keeps going. Let's check out the boat, though. We are less afraid of sirens now. There's another one. What the heck is going on here? It's a really nice boat. It's very, generic Minecraft built a boat kind of vibe. I feel like, oh, gosh dang it, I missed the button. I feel like everyone has made at least one boat in Minecraft at some point. It's like one of the things that you do, right, is you make a giant ass boat. Wish they were usable. Ooh. That is nice though. I can't pick it up. I can't pick up the Wither Skeleton Scroll because I'm not high enough builder rank. That's funny. The Wither Skeleton Scrolls would have been useful. Dang. Oh well, I guess it is what it is. There's no steering wheel. Oh, that's supposed to be the steering wheel. Interesting. An anvil there, but I also can't pick that up. Well, we have to check out the top of this thing. It's going to be a great view. Butcher knows what he did. Yeah. Ooh. There's a tree just slowly burning down over there. Uh-huh. There's just like, what, 5 of those trees? Those, redwood trees? Not another giant bone out there. Doesn't seem like there's much of a purpose to this other than just to be cool. I mean, it is cool, don't get me wrong, but it seems to be the only purpose. Weird. Mark this place so you can know where Wither Skeleton Scrolls are. That's not a bad idea. In case I'm desperate. Go ahead and delete our death marker. We don't need it. Ah, fuck. He fell off. Cool. Yeah. Javelins just destroyed him. Although he almost killed me anyways. Damn. That was close, honestly. I don't think we're going to check out the second boat because there really wasn't anything on the first one. There is a lighthouse beyond, though. Seems like lighthouses are pretty common in this biome. I guess they don't have a lot of things to spawn here. So it just ends up being a lot of lighthouses. A man was riding a pelican? Yeah. Ironically, the pelican is called a Reiko. And Reiko is also the name of one of my friends who was playing this game with us at the same time. So, yeah. He was riding my friend Reiko. Kind of funny, if you know him. Probably not too funny for you guys, though. I apologize. The last lighthouse we were at was a trap. You know, it's a... I never checked. It's a trap. I wonder if there's a reason why it's trapped. You know what I mean? I wonder if there's, like... You know, I wonder, like, 7 Days to Die style, like, if there's, like, a hidden chest in here somewhere. Screw it. It's Minecraft. Let's go through the wall. Okay, so there's the trap. But if you see that, there is a staircase leading up. Oh, but look at that. The staircase, it's on trap doors, right? And there's the tripwire. So if we just go past that tripwire, I don't think the trap will activate. And we'll be able to climb the ladder. Because I think the reason that they're on trapdoors is there's probably a mechanic where you can break the trapdoors, maybe, or open the trapdoors, and it would kill the ladder. Or it's just there because it's pretty. And there's nothing up here anyways. Okay. Well, I mean, there's framed glass. We'll take that because it's pretty. At least we know for the future. We've checked. Maybe I'm completely off base about the whole I fell. I fell off the ladder. I was trying to air dash, and that's not a thing you can do. You can't press the dash button in the air. Well, that's a tiny bit embarrassing. It's not the end of the world. We can put away our loot. We'll call it intentional or something like that. Totally. Totally intentional. Damn. We do have a bunch of iron now, though. Might be able to actually do something with some of it. I might make an iron scythe in the meantime, just because it's going to be so long until we can get the scythe that we actually care about. I'm trying to keep my shit organized. I apologize for the fact that me being organized means that it takes me a little bit of time to figure things out. Eventually, I will have a better base with a better organization system. What does this mace do? Lesser smite. We'll keep the mace instead of the sword, to be honest. Maybe a bucket will be a good idea. Keep some water on me. Can we use a bucket? Yes, we can. There we go. Now we're being smart. We need that one extra ender eye so we can start storing some experience. Because we've made some progress exploring, but we've not made any progress on the levels that we need. You said you want to do the def TP thing. If it was intentional, then you did the def TP. I didn't intentionally drop in. 100% didn't do that on purpose. Trust me. I was kind of embarrassing dying that way, so. Well, we've gone that way. I guess we go southwest. See if we can find anything new. Still not a fan of how much of this kind of coastline biome we're running into. I really want to kind of just get away from it. I did see the iron ore back there. It's not enough for me to stop. I need enough iron ore that... Ooh. That a small little vein's not really that big of a deal. To be honest, with the iron ore that we're getting just from, like, breaking down gear that we find, theoretically, we should never have to mine. And I'd be pretty happy for that. Mining in Minecraft is not the worst. It's actually very rewarding, especially compared to something like Vintage Story. But, it's also not very entertaining to just go mining. So... I'm not one of those grind YouTubers who's going to sit here on a stream and just grind out a task. I plan for this to eventually be a story, so I might have to do some grinding, and if I do, it might be on stream. Holy fuck, there's a lot of those guys. I don't like those guys, and they seem to like this biome. I really need to get out of this biome. Wait, wasn't there a battle tower? Where was that battle tower? There was like a little a mini one out in the water. Shit, I don't remember. We'll go under this arch here, protected from the aviators guys. It's going to be one of those little, I did a little offline mining and turn around and it's going to be a giant castle. I mean... That's not impossible. I won't be playing this game offline while I'm playing Abiotic Factor, though. But whenever I'm done with Abiotic Factor, there's a chance I get bored and play a little bit offline. But I won't, like, get anything done. I'll probably just, like, mine wood and gather stuff, right? It's going to be stuff that I think is too boring to be on stream. You know, passive meditative tasks instead of things that are interesting for you guys to involve yourselves with. We're going to gather all of these berry bushes that we find. You know, this lava thing, I kind of wonder if this is one of those lines that's on the map. Because that map did have just, like, giant lava lines on it. I heard weird footsteps. Maybe that was in real life and someone was walking in the apartment above me. Sounded very loud, though. All for it. Like to see things change that don't affect the main progression of the story. Yeah. I mean, if I do building, I might do, like, a building stream where I warn people that I'm going to be building that stream. Hey, there we go. That's a battle tower and a town. So I can sleep in that house and do a battle tower. Hell yeah. That's exactly what we're looking for. So we'll stay here for at least a little bit while we clear the tower. I do need to find a place to rest, though. What's that? I like the design of this house quite a bit. I think whenever we do find a place to live, we will start with something. Wait. Is this a house? Or is this an aggressive location? The friendliest outpost. Interesting. Oh, I think the outpost spawned inside the battle tower, and it broke the top chest. Yeah, because that's just a whole bunch of copper armor. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to drop it. Thank you. Interesting. Did it break all of the chests? No. Okay. So we can still do this. It's friendliest outpost. So is this like an actual NPC outpost then? Where's the entrance? This looks like an entrance to me. That's a turkey. I think I have sweeping edge on this sword, so I don't really want to swing it right now. At a creature, at least. Ooh, that's a lot of arrows. Hell yeah. They're like actual soldiers. Interesting. Or at least they're not actually soldiers, but, you know, they're role-played to be soldiers. We've come across toggles the visibility of some armor and baubles. The Phantom Prism. That's balloon! Yay! We have increased jump height now. Fuck yeah. And I think it reduces your fall damage a tiny bit as well. It negates some fall damage and increases jump height. Ah, I am so excited to have the balloon back. I like increased jump height stuff. Oh, it's so good. So good. Yeah, this is like a more of a role play style. Like, this is obviously a outpost for soldiers, protecting the landscape. Probably fairly ineffectively. I imagine at some point they started just protecting themselves instead of the landscape. Because, I mean, have you seen the landscape of RLCraft? There's no fucking way that they would actually have any success doing so. This place, this world is just far, far too dangerous. I do hope, though, that they have constructed a waystone in here somewhere. So, oop, there was iron in there. That would be very, very locked chest. I don't know if I'm ever going to care about the locked chests because it is a pain in the ass to open them. I do not like that mechanic. Read the lore book. We pulled to discover. Depends on how long it is. Too long. You know what? I'll collect it for you guys. And if enough people are interested in the lore books, I may read them later. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. Also, we don't actually need copper, so we're going to leave these copper items we find. I'm going to look further, though, to see if we can find a waystone somewhere in here. At the worst, the very worst, if we can't find a waystone, ooh, obsidian, nice. Ooh, a bunch of healing items. We will drop some stuff for healing items. I'm happy with that. At the very worst, if we can't find a waystone, we can at least sleep at one of these beds once nighttime comes, and it'll give us this as a respawn point long enough for us to clear out that dungeon nearby. Luck of the Sea. We'll take it, I guess. Oh, you know what I need to do? I just realized. Backpack. We need wool, bunch of leather, and a gold ingot. In fact, we probably actually have enough resources back at our home to make one of those right now. Ooh, diamond. We'll give up some iron for some diamond. Holy jackpots. Protection 3, Depth Strider, Sharpness 4, Luck of the Sea 3. No one cares about that last one, but damn, nice. Okay. Let's check to make sure there's nothing else. There's leather and wool, and we have gold in our inventory. Hold on, so we can make a backpack right now. That's actually a really big deal because it's going to increase how much we can carry by a huge amount. And there you go. There is some wood. So let's go ahead and do this right here. Backpack is that. We'll go ahead and put some stuff in there. And backpack. So how the backpack works is you can put it on the ground, right, and access it. And whenever it's on the ground, this is the only way to access its inventory. We'll go ahead and drop the stuff in here that we want to bring with us. We'll even keep some of these oak logs on us, right? And then if I shift and break it, it goes onto my back. And then I can drop it down, and it counts as a bobble and everything like that. It's very, very nice. And it keeps its inventory too, as you saw. So this is a big deal. We're going to be able to loot so much. Burn the books. The luck of that chest to make a backpack right off the bat. Yeah. As soon as I thought about a backpack, we immediately got everything we needed to make a backpack, which is kind of actually wild. I think it's about to be nighttime. No, not quite. We got some time. Oh my god, stop. I need to put the string away. Okay, we'll put some of these arrows in our backpack as well in a moment. I do want the apples, because we can make golden apples with them. Where was that amazing chest? Right there. Just take all of these. I think we need an open hand to do this backpack trick. Yeah, we do. Some of the arrows away. Put away the apples for golden apples eventually. We don't really need the flint, to be honest. Damn, that's such a good find, though. Such a good find. We'll even take this skirt now. We're going to take the bed with us, so we can make a respawn point on the first. We'll even take our shield back as well. Respawn point on the first floor. I also realized that now that we have some extra inventory space, we do need some book and quills. So we'll bring some of those with us as well. We're going to be clearing a dungeon nearby. I might grab some of these chests. So the dungeon is where? Is that out front here? No, it's on the other side. I want to be close to the dungeon with where yeah, look at my jump now. It's fucking wild. Yeah. Okay, so the dungeon's there. Come on. There we go. Just jump right up here. It does permanently give us the unencumbered debuff, by the way, which lowers our movement speed a little bit and such, but it's really not that bad at the end of the day. Okay, there's radiation here. Let's not make our bed where there's radiation. We'll make our bed here. And we can use this chest to drop off some stuff, because we are going to want to be looting that dungeon as we go along it. So now my only thing is that I kind of want to wait till nighttime. Did I put away at some point my axe? I dropped my axe somewhere. Oh shit. I wanted to put down some water. So I have something to drink. What's that? What's this? There's a basement? Okay. Barrels? Oh, it's like a speakeasy. That's cool. There's a book down here, an almanac. Interesting. That's really cool. Sad there's nothing down here, though. If I remember correctly, Drew have a chance to drop ender pearls. Might be that not be the case. Oh yeah, Drew. I think most of the night creatures do. Like the darkness creatures have a chance to drop ender pearls. I think I've gotten one from a Drew before. You might be right on that one. Wolf armor's worth a lot of gold. Drop her backpack right next to this. Put that stuff in there. Should be able to put the water down somewhere. I'm just kind of waiting for nighttime so we can set our spawn point. It's been fun to watch. I'll try and watch the VoD when I get up. I need to clean and get ready for tomorrow. Well, thanks for joining us in the time that you did join us, though. I always appreciate people keeping me company while I play these hard games. They can't fight well. Well, they can, but they're too busy fighting radiation poisoning. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Like the NPCs out here. Yeah. They're too busy with the radiation poisoning to actually go out and fight monsters in the RLCraft world. It's funny. Funny to imagine, yes. Let's go ahead and drink some water and take a crack at this dungeon. It's going to be a level 1 battle tower, so we're kind of going to do very well against it because you're supposed to be able to do level 1 battle towers without, like, anything. No armor or anything, right? Does this have sweep? Yes, it does. We're going to want sweep. There's going to be a lot of enemies in here. The cave spiders are going to poison me every time, but they should drop a Bezoar relatively quickly. Also, I need to put healing on my bar. Please don't kill me. Oof. See, these types of bandages, you can just hold down right-click in order to heal. It's probably one of my favorite bandages to use, because you don't have to open the menu. You can kind of use them during combat. Parasites on top of everything else is annoying. Maybe it might be shield time. Shield, smites, and a big mace. Yeah, that seems smart. Immediately got poisoned anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm 100% gonna die. Really, really need that first Bezoar. In case you were wondering, if I take damage to a body part that was already at 0, it goes to another body part. So losing my feet and stuff like that increases my chance of taking damage to my head or my torso. So it is pretty important to heal the rest of your body, even if it's not lethal, to like lose an arm and a leg. Also, they like give you debuffs. So like I had slowness because my legs were broken. Actually a pretty cool system in my opinion. Also, if I make the other type of shield that's not this one. Oh wait, it is this type of shield. Yeah, one of the types of shields has a shield bash. Let me see. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. You can like shield bash, which I don't think is necessarily super useful. I guess he headshot me. That happened. Okay. Free headshot. Should also get some free radiation every time I go through this place, which is very funny to me. I need to make a shorter way out of this place. I also need to pay attention to my experience. I probably had enough experience to actually buy something, and I just wasn't paying attention. Get fucking wrecked. I love that archers just all start fighting each other. You know, they're gonna poison me anyways. Well, please ignore how bad I was at Minecraft for a second there. Oh my god. That was like a 50-50 chance of dying right there. I need poison immunity so bad. So maybe need to plant some flowers somewhere so I can get a nymph to spawn. So I don't have to rely on just bandaging myself like a crazy amount in order to heal at every single moment. What I was about to say, though, is take my shield off and bring out my longsword. These things are going to poison me anyways, so I might as well use the higher damage longsword and kill them quicker. But I don't know if I'm going to be avoiding this poison. There's just too many. Ironically, those cave spiders kind of become completely pointless once the poison's gone. I'll take a sip of my drink. Put down the bed, because we should be able to sleep here in a moment. Where'd that spider come from? Don't die again, don't die again, don't die again. I'm probably dead again. This bandage actually is pretty cool as well. Whenever you hold it down, it just restores 30% of your HP over the course of like a minute. Pretty nice. The reason I'm using my bandages left and right is because these dungeons actually tend to drop a lot of healing, so I'm not too worried about running out of healing. How much do I need for magic? I need one more level. God damn. Spiders are just too fast. Oh, I killed myself. Areima was slain with the tarnished iron javelin. Well, that's funny. Apparently, the javelin actually bounced back, I guess? Yep. Looks like it bounced back. So it can bounce off of creatures back into me. Okay. Maybe the shield is the way to go. Last time I played Dregora, I had a scythe with lifesteal on it. Holy shit, it was the nicest thing in the world. No lie. Because what you should do is you should swing through everything. And the lifesteal in this game is based on how much damage you did, and the scythe does full damage to everything in its sweeping edge. So you end up just getting a shit ton of lifesteal, and you can basically just kind of like bloodborne at things. Am I going to die? Well, that's about as close to death as you can get without actually dying. It's about to be nighttime, so we can go inside and rest. It does make me wonder if I actually can't die from poison, like in base Minecraft. Because you think that would have killed me. You really do feel like that would kill me, right? I should be able to make some more bandages, though. I apologize for the red flashing screen. It's just as bad for me as it is for you. We'll heal ourselves a little bit because resting through the night is only going to give us half our HP back. Also like to be done with this. Actually, poison can't kill you. Tried it a few times, fought something called a cave spider, and with less poison, with still active, with half heart on head, and both health bars and health boost turtles. Oh yeah. Okay. I totally thought it could kill you, but maybe it's just because, like, as you're getting poisoned, something else hit you, and it feels like it killed you. So that honestly makes sense, and I honestly believe you on that one until proven otherwise. I'm also going to... I just noticed that my javelin is at, like, 1 durability. We're going to go ahead and put that away. I really want a Bezoar out of this, though. You can just see, like, how incredibly bad poison is in this game. It's so good at just murdering you. And so many things like using poison, too. Oh, my shield just broke. Well, great sword time, I guess. Immediately down to, like, no HP, just the damn poison. Okay, so now that I know that poison probably doesn't murder us, we can be a little bit less panicky about healing ourselves. Healing salve, always good, always good. Plenty of string from these guys. Make sure we're using the mace on undead because it's kind of what it's for. It's a whole bunch of bonuses. That is a god-awful noise. Gotta remind myself to never get a flaming weapon, because setting zombies on fire just means that the zombies now are on fire and coming for you, and are capable of setting you on fire. It's like the old joke. There's a joke about that. Honestly, don't remember the punchline, but basically along the lines of setting zombies on fire is now just flaming zombies. Ah, finally a level in magic. Nice. We need quite a few more levels, though. Unless there was a random fairy that saved you. Yeah, maybe. Unless maybe it stopped if you were half a heart on the overhead health bar, at which point poison stops ticking. Maybe it kills you if the poison hits your head or body first. That is a good point. Which is, for the record, how I thought it kills you. Is basically by bad luck. Cave fighters suck so hard. I mean, we'll eventually find out from fighting these cave spiders. The reason I don't know is because usually I get a Bezoar within my first day of playing RLCraft and then never experience poison ever again. And Wither isn't very common either, which is, you know, an analogous status effect to poison. Go ahead and heal our foot as well. It's tempting to make another shield, but the shield's not honestly super useful against this many creatures. Fuck you, Parasite. The noise they make is just awful. I'm sure there's spiders right above me right now. That's a slime ball, not a bezoar. Looks very similar, though. Wait, is that a bezoar? It is a bezoar! Fuck yes. Okay. We are permanently immune to poison. It also had some effects on it, so I'm just, like, not scared of cave spiders anymore now. They do so little damage without the poison. Ah. That's technically a mission success, but we are going to clear out the rest of this thing. Damn. Yeah, so basically the Bezoar is a very small chance to drop from those. Oh, wow. Quality Undying. That's really good. 2 mats HP, magic shield, and damage resistance. And it gives me plus 1.5 armor. That's some really lucky rolls. The balloon needs to be re-rolled at some point. But anyways, it just grants you immunity to poison. And it is part of a combination charm. So it'll make you the Poison Stone, which eventually gives you poison and immunity hunger. And you can combine it with a Black Dragon Scale to become immune to poison and withering, and then the Black Dragon Scale goes into the Ankh Charm, which gives you immune to just a ton of things, just literally a ton of things. The Black Dragon Scale does not come from dragons, though. It is a loot thing that you can find out in the world. And of course, now that we got one Bezoar, we immediately got another one, which is normally my experience, is that, like, you normally find tons and tons of them. So the fact that it took me so long to get the first one was honestly surprising. What? Guys, what just happened? I drowned? How did I drown? Oh yeah, good point. What? The head and left arm got the extra HP. It's pretty lucky. I drowned on land. Okay then. I wasn't paying enough attention, I guess, because I did not see what was causing me to drown. I just happened to notice that after I died, I had a drowning effect in my top corner. So it was some sort of debuff, maybe? Maybe that was the elite. God, this zombie suddenly has a ton of HP for some reason. And maybe some sort of elite effect. Strange. Super strange. Blue-tipped arrow. Oh, so maybe it was a potion arrow. Yeah. So there was a potion arrow of, like, drowning or some shit. I just realized I also never checked that chest on the first floor there. Now, without their poison, these cave spiders are just not scary whatsoever, almost. Oh my gosh. I need to back up. Got it from killing a husk. You got a similar trinket. It was an apple that gave you immunity to nausea and hunger? Yeah. The apple is... I know which one you're talking about. You can... It's probably this. Forbidden fruit. Yeah. It's a pretty good one. Good to know that they come from husks. Let's go ahead and... I just remembered that I hadn't opened this chest, so let's go ahead and clear this out. Plus, the dirt will give us stuff to fill these holes, so we don't randomly fall down to the lower levels. Silver helmets. I will happily take a silver helmet. I believe that's actually just an upgrade as well. No, it's not. The silver helmet does have higher enchantability, though, and it looks really nice. Ideally, I get a full set of silver armor, because it's fucking beautiful. It's not as good as diamond, though, unfortunately. Black Dragon Scale is from Wither Skeletons. Seen the pattern where you fight vanilla mobs that give you the effects to get the trinket. So is the dragon... I don't think it is. I think I've only ever seen the Black Dragon Scale drop at really high level dungeon chests. Because the dungeon chests are all different. They don't just... Like, it's based off of the difficulty of the dungeon. And I've only seen Black Dragon Scales drop from very, very late game dungeons. I've killed a lot of withers because there's withers that just spawn in spawners in this mod pack, and I've never seen one come off of a wither. So yeah, the Terraria thing happens sometimes with sun monsters, but not everything that poisons you drops Bezoars, for example. It's kind of all over the place sometimes. But I do know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've played a lot of Terraria. Go ahead and pop this healing salve. I don't know what those zombies are doing over there. They're kind of just chilling. Maybe they're roommates. And these spiders, no joke, went from absolutely dominating on us, murdering all of our HP, down to basically impotence off of one accessory. It's kind of something I actually like about this mod pack, though. Well, that's trying to tell me, yep. Oh, that's so bad, that's so bad, that's so bad, that's so bad. I'm dead. We need to bring in blocks so we can't fall through the floors like that. Because that was terrible. That was absolutely freaking terrible. Any idea on how the Lycanite immunity items work? I know that there are some immunities to some Sazavets, but I honestly didn't get far enough to experience a lot of it, so that's kind of a new thing for me as well. So I'm not 100% sure. Oh, we also need this saddle. I almost forgot about that. We're going to break some of this dirt and bring it with us, though. And fill in some of the floor so we don't fall through the floor again. I also need to watch my EXP bar. Ooh. Make sure that I am using my experience as I get to appropriate levels. So I need to be 14 magic. Ooh. Sorry, I need to be level 14 for my next magic level is what I meant. Fill that one in. I like that this is actually very relatively hard. Like, I wouldn't say that base Minecraft is hard. Base Minecraft combat is not the greatest, mind you, but like, it almost, I mean, RPG combat isn't good either, so there's that. I don't know. This is very satisfying to me. Ow. Oh my god, the hitbox of spiders when they're on stairs is just impossible. Just actually fucking impossible. Advanced Protection 3. That's a pretty damn good one. I am fucking broken though. Hold on. We have enough string that we should be able to make some more healing items. It's a bad idea to walk around with just no movement speed from our lights being broken. I made the same mistake. / game mode inventory true. Quick thing, I tried setting up keep inventory to true, but I still drop stuff when I die. Well, one thing you have to keep in mind is you have to hit the open LAN thing and turn on allow cheats before it allows you. And, yeah. Game mode keep inventory true. Yeah, you have to, yeah. I just copy pasted it from an online thing, so I missed out on the capital I thing. Yeah, you do have to turn on to LAN mode. Yeah. Oh, you already tried that? I'm not sure then. You did true, not false, right? It's keep inventory true. Because the command defaults to false. The extra wide hitbox on arrows does make spiders pretty easy with arrows, though. My times I missed that dude. Such bullshit. Okay, we're out of arrows, but we have more in our backpack. We do need to be careful because there's going to be a tower guardian at the base of this place. And if we open a chest within a certain range of him, he'll become active and he'll start literally ripping the tower to shreds around us. And I don't know if we can kill him without being cheesy. By cheesy, I mean the way we would kill him would be reduce his HP a little bit and then just keep coming back over and over and over again. Some arrows in here. I'm not sure how I feel about doing that. Fuck. Ow. You don't have to be to land if you already enabled cheats in world creation? Oh, well, I don't leave the cheats on. Oh, my boots broke. I don't leave the cheats on in world creation, so that... I don't know. It's not like I would be terribly tempted. Ooh, Wither Skeleton Troll. Nice. It's not like I'd be terribly tempted to it, but I don't like the temptation even being there at all. 2 more levels in magic, and we can use our accessory that we got. I heard you. Archer pulled back an arrow somewhere. There are a lot of zombies beneath me. Belt pouch and a tool belt. Interesting. I don't know what a tool belt is for. We'll take it. Apparently we can use an anvil to add upgrades to it? Cool. Oh, there's some of the dungeon is missing here. Wow, this dungeon's deep. If I fall, I am 100% dead. So we're going to grab some replacement blocks for that right away. And that's what I was worried about. Yeah, special effect monsters that could literally pull me off into the dungeon. Okay. I think we're yep. There's one right there somewhere. Let's just arrow these guys down. Just works now? The decapsulation the first time? Eh. Maybe you just made a typo, man. It happens. It'd be funny to name tag a monster, a zombie with like webbing, and use it as a string farm. Although I imagine a spider farm would be far more efficient. It's just a funny little thing that I was thinking while I was sitting here doing this. It is funny that because of the weird architecture of what I've created here, they cannot get to me. We need to not forget that we're playing Minecraft. We can build blocks and break things to gain advantages. Oh, I see what happened here. There is so many zombies around me right now. Dark Geist. That guy would do some damage. You know, we should probably take advantage of the fact that we're playing Minecraft and be smart about this a little bit more often and not just fight things in their face and, you know, actually play the game and create situations where we have some advantages. I don't know why I never really think about doing that. It feels like cheating on some level, but it's really stupid to say that it's cheating because we're literally, fuck you. We're literally playing Minecraft. It's literally the game. It's ooh, iron pickaxe. This in the window here. Hi, spider. How you doing? Look at that hitbox. Just completely whiffed it. Can we get some of this shit out of my inventory? Use it in a wise way. Put down our backpack and deposit shit that we actually care about. Because we might drop some of this later. We do actually want the Bezoars, because we can use the disintegration tablet to break them down into spectral silt, and then we can use spectral silt to make accessories that we don't manage to find. Like we can use it to turn a Ender Dragon scale into a cracked Black Dragon scale if we don't find one throughout a thing. I forgot that that's another way to get it, is to kill an Ender Dragon. A lot easier said than done, though, I will say. Ender Dragons are, I would say, maybe just a little bit harder. And by that, I mean a lot harder. 2 into the DDA mindset, building is a lot easier in Minecraft. That is true. That is very fair and very true. Drop that down there. Oh, nice shot, bro. I don't remember. Is that a thing in base Minecraft? That, skeletons are basically fucking snipers and never miss? Like, you have to pull some shenanigans to get snipers, or to get skeletons to miss in this game. Half of the game's title, even. Yeah. You forgot to get food, so you're going to go eat. Yeah, you do you, man. Worst case scenario, VoD's always going to be there. They are uploaded on the second channel, in case you missed that announcement. I guess it's tagged at the top, so if you missed the announcement, you're just not capable of reading. Ooh. I just noticed I have a lot of levels to spend. Okay. One more level of magic. They're all fighting each other? I'll take the opportunity to heal. I'm surprised I haven't found another, heart shard yet. Ooh. I'm out of arrows again? Holy crap, I'm going through arrows so freaking fast. Also destroying my bow. I'm not too worried. It's only a leather bow. We can make, like, iron strengthened and stuff like that. Diamond strengthened. That was a lot of things. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and clip that because I'm curious what all the fuck modifiers that guy had. That was so many modifiers. That was the elite among elites. Hopefully I get another shot at seeing this guy in a second. Basically everything I have is broken. Can I snipe you? Blast off, quicksand, cloaking, exhaust, fiery, choke, weakness, one-up, darkness, rust. Damn. I don't like rust. I know what rust does. Rust is the one where he'll put a corrosion effect on me that will just completely drain the durability of all my stuff for a while. It does look like it doesn't apply all of them every time, though, because he did just hit me, and I didn't immediately just get rust. Where'd he go? And he webbed me. Oh my god. Can't break free of the web because I was in the air. Yep. And I drowned again. Damn, that was a fucking... That's a mini boss. That's literally just a mini boss. Oh. Almost all of my shit's broken. Like, literally almost everything I own is broken. Okay, do we have any replacement stuff? We can make some more boots. Make sure that we actually have something in every slot here. Make another helmet. Actually, we'll just wear this silver helmet because it's the same amount of durability. There we go. We did achieve our goal, but I'd like to clear as much of this place as possible anyways, because this is basically an EXP farm for us right now. Mind you, I keep fucking dying, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Creepy spider thought he was a freaking crab. I'd keep some moss stone on me, so I can fill in holes as I go. So I don't get attacked by random shit. There we go. Place that in the wrong place. We're good. I wonder where the elite went. Oh, this chest is locked. Okay. This next floor is not the Tower Guardian. We would be able to see it through the floor here. We got half of our experience back, so there's something. There's something glowing over there. Oh, that guy could kill me so bad right now. He could just teleport me a random direction. Oh, it is a Gru, maybe? It is a Gru, yes. I was legitimately losing that fucking archer battle there. Okay, let's grab some materials. Again, we're in Minecraft. We're in Minecraft. We're in Minecraft. Remember that you're in Minecraft. And actually build. Oh my god. I need to get even more stuff. I wonder if I should do that thing that some streamers do. I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are. Where they like write down topics to talk about whenever they're doing not super interesting things. Not gonna loot the Gru. He was outside of a giant gap in the ground. I can probably loot him now, to be honest, though. He was... That gap that was right there was, like, dozens and... Ooh, crystal shard. Dozens and dozens of blocks downwards. We would have died. Speaking of dying, I'm about to die from a head wound. Whew. You're back with birders. Very nice. But yeah, I wonder if I should try and come up with some topics before each stream to talk about. I don't know. How entertaining is this? I guess is the question. I do have that that issue that a lot of humans have where I don't think I'm necessarily entertaining, even if the evidence argues to the contrary, considering I actually have like an audience and shit. Remember you can build. Remember you can build. Yes. Remember you can build. So apparently there was a grue right outside that wall. Okay. We have enough iron. We should be able to get some sticks. We'll make a new, let's go to Spartan. What's our best option? I think maybe we'll go with a Scimitar has sweeping 1. That only makes everything in the range take 1 damage. What about Rapier? Rapier is the takes 25% of damage taken and does double damage to enemies with no armor. Don't really care too much about that. I might go with Iron, a Scythe, because it does have that wide sweep, which does 100% damage to everything. Or a Scimitar. Sorry, Saber. Saber, because it does sweep and has the damagification. Yeah, so I need a handle. Which means I need an axe so I can get twigs from something. Okay. Do we have enough iron to make an axe and a scimitar? No, we don't. We can temporarily pull out a sword, though. The reason I'm doing this is because we're at the point where like we're about to break everything. We need to start making some new gear. Still narrating like Hunter. Rapier's really good against mobs. Skeletons and zombies, which we're mostly fighting right now, actually frequently wear armor in RLCraft, unfortunately. Like, very, very frequently. I used to use the rapier, and then I started noticing that they're wearing armor all the time. I did actually consider doing some narrating, kind of like I do with Hunter. But the issue with that is, I don't know, it's kind of hard to do in the moment. Whenever I do it with Hunter, I often, it's hard to explain exactly what I do. I often kind of sit there and I think about it for a little while. And that's a little bit harder to do whenever I'm like actively playing like this, right? Something I could maybe practice and get in the habit of doing, though. And honestly, I'm not resistant to the idea. I'm really not. Okay, I have some stuff I just don't give a shit about. We're going to toss that over there, that over there. Yeah. Okay. And you were still using Hunter-style narration with humans. True. Currently watching 2x speed to catch back up. Well, see you soon. You were still using the Hunter-style narration with humans. Yeah? I don't know. It's a little harder to do. And I'm not sure. It's also a little bit harder to know what to narrate whenever it comes to something like RLCraft. Like I said a couple times, if you haven't watched the beginning of these streams aren't just for streaming. You guys are essentially coming along for the recording process for me to make a like a proper full-length video about these at some point. It's going to be a story. It's going to be 1 to 2 hours maximum, and it'll cover our entire journey in RLCraft. So there will be narration in the end, to be honest. It's going to be kind of like how the rest of my channel goes, but it's trying to be a new experiment. And yeah, whenever we actually make the final video, it will definitely be a story, but we'll have more to talk about because there's going to be longer stretches of gameplay to cover, right? I don't know. I'm at a loss for what I would talk about if I went with the narration route. It's not a bad idea though. It is definitely something that's going to stick in my mind as one of the options of what to do. Did that Gru loot just go now? It is just gone. Okay. Oh my god, that was... I hate the Lycanites mobs. Can I just say that? Like, there's just so many monsters in Lycanites that I just fucking hate. Story style narration RP is one of the draws for me. A lot more entertaining than simply watching another playthrough. True. That is one of the reasons why I am proud of my Cataclysm videos, and it is one of the reasons why we are doing this experiment. I don't like making Let's Plays. I did it for a while, obviously, if you guys been around my channel at all from the get-go. I did it for a long time, and I don't know. I don't find myself being proud of a Let's Play, right? The Let's Play videos just... nothing against people who do them. I think it's a perfectly fine form of content. I watch Let's Plays all the time. It's just that I want to make a story. I want to create things. I want to make art with YouTube, right? Otherwise, I feel like I'm wasting my time. So you do have a point that narration would be a very good idea. But like I said, I'm not sure what I would talk about. I would have to essentially, between streams, come up with an idea of a story. And like, this game is so, especially RLCraft, is so combat heavy. Oh, I'm going to die again. That yeah, I'm not sure what kind of story I could tell. I'd almost have to do like the amphibious amphibian thing of like, talking about philosophy or some shit during long moments of fighting and and stuff like that. But I do enjoy playing this game, and it's more fun to play this game on stream, talking to you guys, than it is by myself. So like, the goal that I set out to achieve by streaming is actually being accomplished, whether I'm entertaining or not. You guys are keeping me company while I am playing a really fucking brutal game that I am going to die in over and over and over and over again. And you guys are keeping me sane, keeping me having someone to share that with, and keeping me having something to do while doing it. Streams should be freeform. That's part of the fun of the making of story video. That's true. That's true. That's kind of similar to my thought process. Honestly, you did just give me an idea of the fact that, like, I can realistically use you guys who are here for the stream, because there's not going to be ever too many of you guys, what, 10, 15, something like that. Right now, 7, right? To talk about my ideas while we're going through certain parts of the RLCraft. Like, what do I do for a story covering RLCraft? I feel like there is some room for a lot of different things that I can do with this content that I'm creating, right? There's the basic thing that a lot of people do, where they basically go, hey, here's what happened day 1, what happened day 2, what happened day 3. I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to do that. That is boring to me. I don't even watch those videos. That's the type of long montages that I don't like. If you want to watch something that I do think is amazing, recently there was a guy that was like, hey, I'm going to try and survive a civilization event by only fishing. His video, immaculate. Absolutely top tier. It's exactly the kind of videos that I wish I could make. Yeah, Minecraft especially is flooded with them. Exactly. Screw that. That's awful. I want to make like my end of it as sorry, another one to as another good example is Hazor or Owltime. They both also made videos that inspired me to start streaming again and start doing this thing where the streams are long form content where you guys essentially just get to hang out with me for a while I'm recording everything, right? And if that's entertaining for you, cool. If it's not, it's not, right? It's just also why my VoDs aren't going on the main channel. Okay, Saber's pretty nice. Saber's pretty nice. Back up and shoot some arrows. But the end goal is to make something that is start to finish a story, right? You don't have to watch a series. You just watch one video. That's a blighted. It's going to be so much experience once I kill it. It has so much HP, though. Holy shit. But, like, my bow just broke. Let's throw the throwing knife at it. Ah! God damn it. I feel like a smarter person could have seen that coming right there. No, throwing knife instantaneously fell back at me. But yeah, the streams would be, the making of, I guess. And if I think of it that way, then I need to be less concerned about, oh, I need to be entertaining every single moment of the stream. No, that's not how it goes. Maybe treat you guys like, if I was playing a game for my friends and they were just watching me on Discord. And yet you despise fishing. Go watch the video. Very little fishing was involved, to be honest, at the end of the day. It's a great video. I highly recommend it. Blight down. Hell yeah. That'll immediately get us to magic level 16. We can equip that bauble that we've been carrying around. And that'll make it a lot harder for us to die. It'll give us a few extra seconds after each death, essentially. And then I think attack is more important than defense. We'll go ahead and take attack to 15, which gets us 1 level away from being able to equip diamond weapons. Whew, feels good to make some progress. 1 blighted enemy really just did a lot for us there. A role such as the one that's played by the guy... Wait, what? A role such as the one played by that guy has always interested me. Just being a side character in someone else's journey. Sounds neat. Yeah, no, it really was. It was just like, he was not the main character. You know what I mean? He didn't even survive to the end. That was probably a bit of a spoiler. I apologize if anyone hasn't watched it. But, like, he's not the main character. Every time main storyline happened, he would leave. He would literally be like, well, that's cool. Something interesting is definitely happening here. And just fucking walked away. And, like, that's just such a vibe, right? To do that. Why is my HP moving around a lot? Is it because of this guy? +1 half hearts. Maybe that's why. The game doesn't like that I have half a heart. I imagine the scimitar's only giving me damage reduction while I'm actually using it. Open the quest menu by accident. I did not press Q, by the way. Something pulled my sword out of my hands. What is damaging me? That was weird. That was very weird. Okay. Is the next floor boss? No, it's not. Okay. So we should be able to open this chest. Without concern. God, throwing weapons are so good. Which got Reaper's Claw. I've never gotten this one. So, looks like you can use it to make an axe. Yeah, there's definitely... Oh. Yep, that's the guy that pulled the weapon out of my hand. Just happened again. Ooh, he dropped the bow. Bronze strength in longbow. Nice little improvement. Go ahead and put that on our bar. At least until we run out of arrows. What does it have? Arrow recovery 2. And multi... What does multi-shot do? So one cool thing that you can do is multi-shot. So we can go and look this up. Lets you shoot multiple arrows at once. I mean, guess that makes sense. That is exactly what it sounds like it said. We are kind of code directors. We can help a bit. Fishing rod zombie or mob effect? I think it was a mob effect, yeah. I do feel like the story that I'm going to make from this footage, this recording, for the record, I actually don't have a plan for it yet. Like, I haven't really come up with a full idea. But what I'm thinking about doing is kind of just telling the story of RLCraft, and it wouldn't be like a character, not like Hunter, right? It wouldn't be as much of a role play as more of like the everyman role play of like we are a person surviving RLCraft, right? Because there's not a lot of room. So the reason why I'm not doing a character is because I believe strongly that characters are formed from decisions. And there's no story... Oh, please let me survive this. There's no story decisions we can make with an RLCraft character. That makes any sense. There's nothing we can do that's just like, oh, this is a decision we made that's different than another character would make, right? So because of that, oh, fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, spider. Oh my god, it just pushed me. hitbox of this spider. What is happening? Literally, what is happening right now? Holy shit, that spider was fucking indestructible. And we'll see if it is late enough to sleep. Can't tell. Oh my gosh. Spider hitboxes, man. But yeah, there's not enough like character defining decisions that you can make in order to make a role-played character in RLCraft. At least not that I can think of. I don't know how I would do that. Not in this pack, sadly. We would need one of the more modern RPG packs with classes and such to help define a character. I'm not sure if you need classes, per se. I know what you're saying, and that would help, because that's something I do to define a character in Cataclysm, right? Is that I give myself limitations. And limitations also help define a character. Decisions and limitations, right? That's what you need to tell a story, is you need decisions, limitations, and drama. And if there's no ability for, like, if everyone plays the same way, right, then it's not interesting. Like, for example, I actually don't think I don't find making a story about Skyrim to ever be interesting, because there's no choices in Skyrim. Weirdly enough, the only choice is what side quests you do or do not do. Every side quest is, in fact, linear. Meanwhile, Morrowind feels like there's more choice to me. That's why I did Morrowind, although it just happened at a bad time, and it happened right whenever I was quitting YouTube. So, and Cataclysm is just nothing but choice. There's no requirement on what you do at any point in that game. You could choose to or not do to do, frankly, everything. Everything is an optional activity. So it's one of the perfect games in my mind to roleplay. Oh, that's gonna suck. It's one of the perfect games to roleplay because, well, everything is decided by literally imagine yourself as a real life person who has gone through this and being like, hey, what would a person do in this situation, right? Ooh, you know what? I just said that out loud, and I thought about that. You know, you could treat something like RLCraft as like almost like an isekai, right? Oh my god, fucking double skeleton in an open room. I can't move. This is literally max move speed for me right now. Oh, I can't believe I survived that. Did I lose hearts? Is that why I survived? No, I actually just survived. Alas, that was not a full hitbox moment. You had weakness, which made it so you couldn't hurt him. Had something similar happen to... Oh, I had weakness. I didn't even notice. Oh, it's because my arm's broken. That's why I have weakness. How dare chat, YouTube. TM symbol you. That's funny. But, you know, if I ever wanted to make RLCraft into a character, you know, doing them as a air quotes isekai of like a person who is not a native to the RLCraft universe and perhaps, you know, is compelled to kill the bosses because they're convinced that killing all of the gods of the RLCraft universe would set them free and let them go home. That would be an interesting angle, I would say. I have level 16 attack, guys. That means that I could theoretically make a diamond weapon. Let's gather what we need for that. Hold on. Let's just kind of tear down our abode here. We need 8 cobblestone. I don't want to tear it down from anywhere that's going to let monsters in, though. So upstairs, maybe. I'm sure there was probably furnaces around here somewhere, but I don't really want to go looking. But yeah, I did take the isekai angle, I feel like. Where, yeah, we have a character who, you know, wants to escape the Dregora universe. I will say the only downfall to that is that most of that would probably have to come in post, because we're already fairly far into into Dregora, and I'd have to go back around and get a lot of footage that I don't already have of various things. But that's not really the end of the world. That's not that hard to do. Ooh, more arrows. Hell yeah. Choices you can argue mean you're role-playing, not fishing. What weapon you use, choice of pets, choice of not having a pet, what times. They're not interesting choices, though. I understand where you're going with that, but they're not interesting choices. They're not the kind of choice that defined a character, at least not to me. And maybe I'm just being, I don't know, particular about this, but it's not the kind of choice that I find interesting to write, I guess is where I'm coming from. We're not going to have enough diamonds to make a diamond weapon. I think this will only give a handful of, yeah, it's only going to give 3. How many, actually, hold on. How much do I need to make a diamond scythe? Oh, exactly 3. Hell yeah. Okay, so we just need a pole, which we should be able to make. I think it's this. No. How do we make a pole? Oh, it's all sticks. Okay. I need a little bit of wood then. Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. There's bushes out here. I can get sticks from these bushes. I don't want the oak sapling. I want sticks. Oh my gosh, please stop. Every time I pick up an oak sapling, it stops me from swinging because it says that we don't have the ability to use the oak sapling. Which is very funny. Very fair, but things can be slightly imply minimal outline of a character. True, true. Put away our sitting here. I'm very happy to be getting my diamond scythe, to be honest. So that's going to be our weapon for a very long time, by the way. The scythe. What does this have on it? Lesser smite. Okay, we don't care about that. We will happily break that down. Oh, it's stone, so we can't break it down anyways. Can we break down throwing knives? Nope. Break down that, though. This will save space. That's why I'm doing it now, is just the ability to save some space in our backpacks. Oh, we have 6 heart crystals. That actually means that whenever we get home, we'll be able to make a heart crystal. Like a proper one. I also probably have enough iron to make a hopper. And since we're going to be here for a second, because this dungeon is apparently fucking huge, we actually could set up a hopper chest kind of scenario here. The secrets. You isekai'd yourself, and at first you thought it was a regular Minecraft mod pack, but your copy was cursed, and you didn't realize it at first. Ta-da. Absolutely perfect plot. Oh, so you think that you isekai'd yourself to like normal Minecraft, but instead it was cursed and you got sent to RLCraft. Huh. That is kind of funny. We'll make a hopper real quick. I think I need... Nope. Let's double check because I have no idea how to... I don't know any vanilla Minecraft recipes anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a chest. Okay. I thought it was something similar, so... do we have anything else to break down? Definitely. Break down some starts. Can we pick that up? No, we actually can't. We need a axe. Good to know. I almost broke it. I think that it is an interesting idea to make this into like a roleplay thing. And I think it would be... Why did I place it down? I think it would fit my audience fairly well, right? Because a lot of people nowadays pretty much only watch me for my Cataclysm content. And my Cataclysm content is definitely mostly about the roleplay. I mean, I am still playing a hard version of a game by basically putting, like, my Cataclysm character literally creates restrictions for me, right? That's one of the things that makes it interesting, is that having a character creates a bunch of artificial restrictions. so that's it's more interesting for people and more difficult than let's say a basic run of oh, this doesn't work without a second hopper underneath it. That's actually a little unfortunate. So I actually need 2 hoppers to get this setup to work, because it needs to be able to draw out each item in order to be able to start smelting the next item. I forgot about that. That's a little unfortunate. So we don't quite have the setup for this, but we can take this stuff with us whenever we leave and kind of continue what we have here. We can actually melt this down too. Continue what we have here. Bring our string with us. We don't really need bones, to be honest. We can put the iron skirt in here as well. I guess we can melt down a bunch of things if they're all the same. Like a bunch of iron skirts, for example, or iron weapons would all be the same. So they would end up actually working together. Oh, can I? No. Darkling Slob. Some of the things you can melt down, some of the skulls and such like that, you can melt down for items. And sometimes you can melt them down for, like, ender pearls, for example. Scythe was your main idea for that reason? Yeah. Other components you could go instead of an isekai, I don't know that word spelling, is a reaper that's here to slay the bosses, would be some sort of way to explain your reason for respawning. Not a bad idea. One of my... How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually could make another hopper now. Let's get this set up. I like the automation of... Ironic that I like automation while not liking building style Minecraft mod packs. Shut the fuck up. Um, I already know someone out there is just going to be like, wait, so you like automation, but you don't like the mod packs that make automation like part of the fun? And it's like, yeah, I like a little bit of automation, okay? There's a difference. But there was a tabletop that I was going to run at some point, where the point of the tabletop was that you guys were basically contracted by the Grim Reaper, like literally death, right? For the purpose of, oh, hey, there's a bunch of immortal creatures on this planet that are supposed to be dead. Go kill them. And the players would be immortal creatures themselves, but they would have been people who had died, right? And they knew that they had died. And were brought back by the Reaper, the Grim Reaper himself, in order to be like, hey, we need to actually go around and kill these things that should have died a long time ago. So doing a storyline kind of like that, which is kind of similar to what you just said. I haven't looked at the chat in a second, but similar to what you just said, is interesting. It's very different than the isekai, that's for sure. Okay. I need to remove the block above it now. And now that should work. Theoretically. Do we have anything to test it on? We don't. We finally finished it, but we ran out of things that we need to smelt to test it with. There is an irony somewhere in there. And we can put the coal back in. Yeah, there we go. Maybe irony isn't the right word, but close enough. We'll keep the stick. The stick is useful. Automation mods are overpowered, especially overrated, especially create. I want to go that far. Some people like tech, such as myself, and automation is one of the ways to do tech effectively. Personally find it appealing. Factory must grow. I mean, yeah, I get that. I enjoyed Factorio, but like, for example, I enjoyed Factorio, but I enjoyed it explicitly for the purpose of there was a reason for the tech growing, right? So I played with like the very, very hard bugs with the very hard AI. I forgot what that's called right now. There's a mod that makes the bug AI like super smart, and it meant that it was like a literal arms race war happening between me and the bugs, right? And there was a reason to get higher and higher tech. Create isn't overrated. It's just too much, used too much by pack developers from modern packs early progression. It's oversaturated. Ooh, that is a good word use. Oversaturated. I can see oversaturate being a thing. Create has been in almost every popular pack for years, just very over it. True, I will say that that doesn't really mean overrated, though, because as a person who's never played Create, is it a good mod pack? Would I enjoy it? Assuming that I enjoyed mod packs like that. Because if I would, then that's not overrated, and Kurt has a point. I don't know anything about Create, though. The only technical mod packs that I ever played were Feed the Beast mod packs. So, like, Industrial Crafts, Thumbcrafts, Witchery. Witchery was one of my favorites of all time. I actually really liked Witchery because, like, one of the major mechanics of Witchery was instead of making machines, you, like, summoned creatures and learned magic in order to progress the tech. It was very, very cool. I would do Witchery and Thumbcraft every time we played Feed the Beast. It was one of my favorite things. Although I was just recently told that GTNH, whatever that mod pack that Kurd plays, which he'll tell me what the name is in chat in a second here, does actually have the new Thumbcraft in it. So there is that. I feel like I could maybe get behind that. Hello, gamers. Great Tech New Horizons. Create is not a mod. Is a mod, not a mod pack. Oh, okay. Fair. Oh my god. Firebolt to the face. Fuck you. Ooh, glowing ingot. Hell yeah. And, okay, we're probably going to attack 16 next. Hey, Zale. Welcome to the stream. We are just talking about basically what I was talking about is, what do I do with this series? We're talking about maybe making it into an isekai. We're talking about whether I make a story to it at all, or if I just make it, hey, this is the story of what happens when you play RLCraft, which was kind of my original idea, but I haven't spent that much time thinking about it yet. I kind of figured that I would gather the footage of me playing RLCraft, and then once I have it all, I would kind of go through and make notes about what happened and look at my notes afterwards and create a story or write a script based around that. And whether that story is just an explanatory, hey, this is what happened whenever I tried to play Minecraft for 100 or RLCraft for 100 days, or if it's actually a character, kind of like whatever I do whenever I make Cataclysm videos, would kind of just emerge. But we were running out of things to talk about while we were doing this dungeon, so I'm kind of just involving chat now, involving people on helping decide what the hell I do. And then people were talking about different mod packs. You would like occultism as far as newer Minecraft mods go. Interesting. Sorry, newer matchup mods. Gotcha. I do think that it's possible that I play other mod packs. Oh. I'm going to die. Yep. I didn't mean to fight him, by the way. I was actually trying to back up, and I pressed the dodge button. But we found the battle tower. Master. That's a thing. Can we make a disintegration tablet to get rid of these? No, we cannot. Whew. Yep, he shattered all my armor instantaneously. We kind of knew that was going to happen whenever we found him, though. Huh. Won your first 40k game today? Are you talking about a 40k game in real life or somewhere else? Create is a pretty aesthetic tech mod. Not amazing for tech compared to others, but it does look really cool and can do some cool things. Oh, okay. Great Tech New Horizons is a mod pack for 1.7, so it has Thumbcraft, but not the version I'm thinking of. Oh, I don't know what the version I'm thinking of. I know Thumbcraft 4 or 5 just recently came out. I kind of want to try that at some point. I think it'd be very cool to try. I just jumped off a cliff. The board game, not the video game. Very cool. It only takes, what, like 7 hours to complete one of those? On average? One of the reasons I don't like playing. Ooh, hazmat suit. That must be how I deal with... we also just got a lapis lazuli block. I just realized why that's important. We can make that ring of haste now. But yeah, the hazmat suit must be how we deal with radiation. Yeah, protects up to 100,000 rads if we get the full suit. 2 rads per piece, though. But it also means that if we went into those radiation zones of a hazmat suit, we wouldn't have any armor. We did 0 damage to him. He's regenerating each time, so we can't cheese him. The loot chest down there got blown up. Cheese! We're cheesing it! We got recall potion. Okay, that was worth. We spent too long on this dungeon. I'm taking advantage of the no loot. Flippy thingy. Thank you. Thumbcraft 7 got announced recently. That's probably the one that I was thinking about. It's the newest Thumbcraft. I just saw the trailer for it a little while ago. You got a full hazmat suit from a bunker, completely blocks radiation. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Thumbcraft 7 is the one that I would like to try. Although I think the last Thumbcraft I played was from Minecraft 12.2. So like any Thumbcraft would be new to me now. Because I think the last time I played Thumbcraft, it was like 2. Okay, we're going to cheese a little bit more down here. And just immediately drop down and grab stuff. Cool. He one-shot me because I'm not wearing armor. I think that's good enough. We're not going to cheese grab any more items. I think at this point, we take our spoils, and we actually head home. Is there anything else that we want from, like, this chest? We do want some of these book and quills to make some crafting tables that use them, and we'll take the arrows. And we should be able to consolidate here. Put some diamonds in here. Anything else that I have multiples of? Those. We don't need wheats. The blaze stuff is very useful. We don't need that. We don't need that. Nice. Is this a new base? I will say... Oh my god, I have so many deaths. I have so many... We died 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I'll clip this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times down there. Damn. I don't think this is going to be my new base, but I do think that once I find a teleport stone nearby, I like this biome better, right? We died in the same spot several times there. I like this biome better. So we might head south through this biome. Kind of be done with this part of our journey right here. Can I make myself armor of any kind? Yeah. Boots, maybe? It's just at least something, so I'm not just completely without any resistance, right? So we might head south, see if we can find some place to live. I'm just not a super big fan of this structure here. And it's also, half of it is like super irradiated. So I would kind of like to live somewhere else. What is this? There's a lot of fire. That much fire might mean a dragon. Also, there's some sort of skeleton with a shield and a bow riding a skeletal horse. I will admit, that's pretty baller. A location that isn't next to the sea. Yeah. I don't want to live near the sea. Our two things is not near the sea and not near... I don't think I want to fight this guy without armor. Okay. That's just a shed full of TNT. Yeah, I don't want to fight this guy without armor. I'd like to find a waystone so I can go home and then come back. What the fuck happened here? What the fuck happened here? Was this a tree that burnt down? Okay, so this is some sort of dungeon here. We should probably mark it. Oh, there's lava over there. Maybe? Oh, it's a meteor. Oh, that's fucking cool. I left my bedroll. Thank you. I'm gonna go back for the bedroll. We care about that. Ooh, pretty deer. This forest reminds me of the Twilight Forest mod. I always liked the Twilight Forest mod. Again, it's because it's adventuring, right? Um, all of the mods that I like often involve like boss fighting and adventuring and stuff like that. So there is a common denominator there. I am just a bit of a slut for RPGs, I guess I should say. Wonder if there's anything cool in the creator like Vintage Story. Well, yeah, I mean the game is very, 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 very inspired by Terraria, so there's a chance that there's some stuff in the creator, for sure. We will check it out. I mean, why wouldn't we at this point, right? There was a skeleton over here. That's what I was looking for. Although I do need to sleep so I don't get night spawns. Not near the sea and not near a dragon. That's kind of like my two main roles. And if I could get a mountain or some sort of elevation as well going, that'd be really nice. And a waystone would be really nice. It almost looks like there was two meteors. No, this can't be a meteor spot because there's skulls here, right? So that's spawned. There is lava down there. So Lycanites and lava creatures will spawn. But we have a bow and we have some arrows. We can deal with some... That's a lot of lava. And that's soul sand, some iron. I don't see anything unique down there. We do have a water bucket. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and clear out this lava. And see if there is anything under it. So most of these aren't source blocks, so they'll just become cobblestone. So maybe something like landed and clear out some of this fire as well. Know what I mean? Like maybe there's something under the lava. So far it looks like more lava. Yeah. I was expecting that if there was going to be anything here, it was going to be like right in the center here, right? For some reason, lava that can't be put out. Interesting. I don't have a diamond pick, so I can't go through the cobblestone that, or the, was waiting for that to happen. I have a bucket of water on me, Areima. Please. God damn it. Doesn't matter. Level 2 Lycanites mobs. Fucking brutal. They're just so deadly. So deadly. I mean, it doesn't help that I don't have any armor. Skull Meteor. Compass has coordinates. Is there a way without F3 to get your coordinates? Yeah, Compass has the coordinates. And eventually, once we get like a bird and stuff like that, we will use the coordinates to go to 0, 0 and investigate the center of the map before we investigate those edges. Because the cool thing about the way that the Dregora map works is that we don't need to worry about the coordinates of those things on the edges. The fuck is that? Oh, it's one of the sheep. The weird sheep. The Yales. Yeah. These are sheep. They make sheep noises. Fucking weird ass RLCraft sheep. This is a pretty little house. Oh, it's ruined. Still pretty though. It's actually very pretty. As a creeper spawner. Fuck you. Absolutely no. Creeper spawner is just rude. A chest with a wooden sword in it. You kidding me, bro? Oh, there's something above me. What the hell is that? It's just a flying wizard tower. It looks like a broken spawn. What, mate? What? Guys, we just found an armor stand filled with diamond armor. And an armor stand filled with gold armor. We're going to destroy the head and drop some stuff because that is wild. So there's a thing that happens that I've seen happen a few times where the armor stands fall through stuff. I'm guessing that the armor stand was supposed to be up there. Because yeah. They probably fell through and fell down here. And that POI up there spawned incorrectly. Ooh, what is this? Is that just water? Ooze. Ooze is an icy gel substance, causes slowness and applies low damage over time. Interesting. Fucking inf dev Minecraft forest? Look at this. If it weren't for the scythe in my hand, it looks like we're in, like, early beta Minecraft. Oh, I should pull out my book and make sure that I am recording my locations here. Let's go ahead and record that there was a weird tower there, because we can come back to that tower once we have a flying mount. There we go. We should also probably have recorded where that meteor was, but we're not going to miss it whenever we go back to that dungeon, that logging camp dungeon. There's even wolves. This is basically just the wolves update, right? If I know anything about Lycan's mobs, is that you cannot stay near its custom liquids, including most likely that ooze. Yeah, I already knew that the ooze was going to be spawning something. If you don't know what they're talking about, every single fucking liquid in Lycanites spawns some sort of creature. It's a whole thing. I think this biome is actually a reference to early beta Minecraft, because it's also only red roses. That's so weird. Here's the stupid ocean biome again that I absolutely hate. I actually like ocean content, but it just happens that the Lycanites mobs are just... The Lycanites water mobs are just fucking terrifying. They're just so scary. Desert. Desert would probably be too hot for me to live in early game like this. Although I could live in a desert eventually. Lycanites is certainly a mob of all time. Yes, it is a mod of all time. I like it at the end of the day, but it also adds a lot of things that I argue are there to torture you and are unfair. That's a dragon. There's a dragon over here. Red dragon. Type faster. Can I tell what tier it is? It looks like it's tier 1, maybe. Okay, so we're not going that way. There's another red dragon to the north of me. So let's start going west then. Run. Yeah. I'm not that scared of dragons, especially if we spot them in the distance like that. It's whenever you spot them directly overhead that you're dead. I've killed enough dragons in my time in RLCraft. Yeah, tier 2 max. I agree. I've killed enough dragons in my time throughout RLCraft that I'm not stupidly scared of them. I'm just appropriately cautious. Appropriately cautious, that is. Yeah. It definitely wasn't a tier 3 because it didn't have the cool curved horns. Know what I mean? So I agree. It had to be tier 1 or tier 2. So if you don't know, Ice and Fire has a whole bunch of really cool Dridens in it. And the higher tier Dridens actually drop much better stuff. And you kind of need to kill tier 4 and tier 5 Dridens for certain mid to end game items that I will want eventually. Ideally, I get a Dryden Heart after my first Dryden kill, and I get infinite water. That'd be really nice. The Dryden Heart lets you make a flask that purifies water whenever you fill it, meaning that you no longer have to worry about purifying water, which is kind of an awful experience in the first place. Drydens are just an obstacle? Yeah. True. Flowers circle behind me. There was a flower circle? What do you mean by that? Evil bunny. Isn't this a thing in, like, vanilla Minecraft now? That they added, like, evil bunnies at some point? Holy shit, it's so... Holy shit! That thing hits so fucking hard! I also just realized I left these guys behind. I want these. I want these hoppers. Well then. That fucking happened. I have too much stuff. What can we get rid of? Anything that we can do to compress a little bit here. We could smelt down the golden pet armor. I don't really want to take the time to do that, though. Okay, so... West. West is definitely very irradiated. Hopefully we get out of it sometime soon, though. Are you able to wear gold armor? Yes, but until I have this, the osmosis thing, it'll break really fast. Which actually, hold on. Just thought of something clever. So I need gathering 6. There we go. Golden osmosis. Okay. Now I have essentially armor with mending. There you go. Thanks for reminding me. Enderman just appeared and disappeared. What's this? The hazmat armor would be better than nothing. Yeah, but I don't want to break the hazmat armor. I'd like to enchant it and use it to enter, like, irradiated places eventually. I think that'd be really fun. We also, hold on. We have a book. There was books back there. Damn. I just realized we have enough ender pearls that we could make an EXP tome. And we discussed last time during last stream that we're going to do some self-imposed rules whenever it comes to the EXP tome because of the fact that I turned off losing items on death. And basically the self-imposed rule is going to be that we are allowed to use EXP tomes to store our EXP, but we're not allowed to use them in combat. Which I think is good enough of a restriction. Oop, that's not an actual tome. That's a book that's been written in. Does that have on it? Protection 1. Not good enough to be worth bringing with me. Is that it? Is that all that's in here? It's just a little shack. Okay. Got some more iron to melt down. And keep trying to press M to open my map. That is not... Fuck you. That is not a thing. The book was a normal book with a custom name, not a written book. Is that true? You're right. Can we use it to craft with? We can. Aha! EXP tome! Good call. Good call, chat. Specifically encoded. I don't know why I just say chat. Sorry, I was taking a drink. What do we leave behind? Actually nothing. We can just put on this ring for now so that we can bring our axe with us. Cool. Now we can store experience. So our rule is that we're not going to use the book in combat, but anytime we have a break where we could have spent our experience on our skills anyways, is a perfectly fine time to use the EXP storing books. Because realistically speaking, we could have stored our EXP into that anyways. So we all helped. Yeah. Seriously, this place seriously gives me Twilight Forest vibes, which was a really cool mod that added like a 1 HP gravity ninja. Okay. Or 1 up. It doesn't say, it says 1 up, not 1 HP. He dropped cookies, and a raven stole the cookies. I'm fine. You can keep the cookies, Raven. I was about to say, ooh, battle tower. There we go. Another battle tower. And there's a little shack right next to it that we could use to clear that. I like me some battle. There's another battle tower there too. Okay, let's do the one on land first. Let's mark these. So there's a battle tower here. And there's a battle tower right there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. The tops of those are going to have some stuff for us for sure. I should store my experience. There we go. Ice and fairy houses back there. Yeah, I don't know what those fairy houses are, actually. Does anyone know? Because I've run into those, like, many, many times. And I've never understood what you can do to interact with those, the fairies. The fairies themselves drop some fairy dust, but, like, they're not really used for much of anything to craft with. I'm sorry, is this another outpost? Yeah, we're really far south of the previous one. At least I think we are. There's no way that this is the same outpost and that I'm an idiot and there was a giant battle tower next to it the entire fucking time. Let's make a loop real quick to see if I'm just an idiot and this is the same fucking outpost. There's no way, right? I'm not that stupid. What? What's happening? Is it a zombie? Is it an invisible zombie wearing a... I think it was an invisible zombie wearing a pumpkin head. This is no way this is the same one, right? No way. Basically steal stuff from you, then occasionally just try to mess with you a bit. Okay. This is not the same one. We've done a circle. I'm not an idiot. For ice and fairies to live in. Just the core. Oh, okay. Why would I want to use a fairy house for decor if they steal from you? Is there a reason, or do they just exist to exist? There's a bounty board here. Required 93 stone. No. Yeah, okay, so this is where we set up last time. This is literally the same POI, but in a different location. That's kind of funny. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that is one of my favorite items in this game. You need agility 32? Fuck you, RLCraft. Ah, fully negates falling damage. Fully negates falling damage. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Well, there's some battle towers nearby, so I think we are... Oop, didn't mean to do that. We are going to set up here. And, I hate for this to be, you know, second verse, same as the first here, but... Also, that's RLCraft. That's kind of what the game is. So, yeah. I guess I can't really complain about it too much. So I am just playing the game correctly at this point. God damn it, I just need fucking clear my inventory. Can't work under these conditions. Let's get a smeltery thing going again. And then we will, once we have our inventory cleared out a little bit, we will explore this place. I just want to steal some blocks from it for now. Wait, are these all stairs? Oh, god damn it. I don't need stairs. I need full cobblestone blocks. I never mess with them much. I just think you remember them stealing from you. Okay, fair. So they're not useful then, is what I'm hearing. Actually, don't take that. Take that clock there. Put it on the wall. I don't have enough gathering to use that axe that I had equipped. Whoops. So the idea here is we're going to steal some chests. And set up another little smithing area. And once nighttime comes, we will steal a bed from somewhere in here. Should be some beds upstairs. Ooh. We're also going to take some of these torches with us. Those are very nice. Very pretty. And we have a new little outpost. So again, it's going to be temporary. But I needed one of these over here. I'm being dumb. This setup is so large. And so the thing would go there, the hopper would go there, so this goes here. Oh, I can't place it yet, though. I'm not good at Minecraft, okay, guys? I'm not good at Minecraft. That's fine. I need 4 more blocks. Basically, we're just setting up another one of those little smelteries so that we can condense everything as soon as we get it. And, let's see. Someone is really enjoying opening doors. Do that. Put that there. I just opened a hole into the outside because I'm a dingus. Said something a few moments ago about not being good at Minecraft. Would like to repeat that. Just for the tour. You can jar them for lights. Don't know if it's this version of Ice and Fire, but it is in new ones. You are an idiot, just for unrelated reasons. Thank you so much for your support, Azale. Never mess with them much. Just remember them stealing from you. It's a New Year story. Yeah, no, this is Lucky Horseshoe is fucking wild. Wild find. Really happy about that. I need to pull something out to store it because that is going in my permanent backpack there. Okay. Hopper. Let's go on top here. Can't work under these conditions. I need more inventory space. Hopper there. And then a chest on top. And we'll have to break that block up there. There we go, finally. Now we can just plop all of this garbage in here. And we need some coal. I thought we had coal. That's fine. Use some logs for the time being. Can you not burn these? There we go. It was just being weird. We'll get some coal whenever we start doing those battle towers. Pretty much inevitably. I should probably check the time, huh? Wow, we've been streaming for 3 hours. Barely feels like it this time. These ones, instead of radiation poisoning, the water nearby is filled with lead, so they instead have lead poisoning. Oh, yeah. Because the other guys were, they were stuck in their ways, mostly because of the fact that they were stuck in an area with a lot of radiation. These ones are stuck in their ways because they're idiots. And, well, honestly, there's fairies outside. Fairies suck. already learned that. Put a clock on the wall. And there we go. We can see what time it is. Which is not exactly valuable, I will say, but... Do we have enough stuff on us right here? No, we really need a teleportation location. We need a fast travel so we can get back to our actual base and craft some stuff, because we've made a decent amount of stuff and we have some experience to spend. Yeah, we're gathering so much stuff at this point. We really just need to be able to get back at some point. Need this crafting table, and then we're about set up, and we can go and explore one of those battle towers nearby. I don't think there's anything we need right now to craft. Let's check. So we have full armor. We have a scythe, backup sword, axe, pickaxe, and our book. We have no healing. That's what it is. Okay. Can't exactly make a lot of healing, but some is in fact better than none. One of the reasons why each outpost doesn't send out guys to go fight monsters. Yeah, fair. Fair. You know, my backpack's full. We're just gonna leave it here. We've already set this as a spawn location, so I'm not exactly, like, worried that... Oh, hey, we should explore this place real quick. Because last time there was a chest somewhere in here that ended up having just a crap ton of stuff in it, right? Yeah, it had, like, a whole bunch of enchanting books, right? Plus, we can drop all of this stuff in our smelting chest. Our smelting setup that we painstakingly just created. Yeah, look at this. We're actually getting a decent amount of stuff. We got some diamonds, some gold. There's this area back here. Oh yeah, that's some silver. Locked chest. I could make lockpicks. I don't know. I fucking hate the lockpicking system so much, though. It's just... Most of the time, you spend, like, a huge amount of time lockpicking, and it ends up being just, like, nothing. It just ends up being, like, 3 carrots. Oh, there we go. There's the chest that we were looking for. Okay, what did we get? Depth Strider, which is increased movement speed while underwater. That's pretty good. Lifesteal! Lifesteal. Oh, Lifesteal. Okay, so we're going to be putting Lifesteal 2 on our scythe, and then Sharpness 4. Oh my god, these two right there. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I am so incredibly excited by that. Okay, that means that we need to figure out how to make an anvil right away. Building 12. Okay, so where's building? Go ahead and spend some experience on it. We're getting building to 12 right away, and we're gonna make a lifesteal scythe, a lifesteal sharpness scythe. Oh, that's just gonna be immaculate. Depth Strider and Feather Falling, also good, obviously, but lifesteal. Oh, let me tell you, whenever I got my lifesteal scythe last time, it was like night and fucking day. I felt like I became a god overnight. It was so good. Do we have anything over here that we want to put on it as well? There's another sharpness 4. I would love something to make it more durable, but we might not be able to find that. Lifesteal was just such a good find. Yes. It's literally going to be night and day. We're going to be clearing these places so fast. So fast now because of that. Okay, so mostly we need experience now to get the lifesteal onto our scythe. The 2 battle towers are just to the west here. We found the big chest, so I'm not really worried about this place. Oh, look, the battle tower's right there. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay. We're going to try and bank experience. We will break these first ones if possible, because I want heart crystals. and lapis. The soul sand, being the primary floor in here, is going to suck balls. This is going to be such a reduction speed that it's not even funny. Is every floor soul sand? Oh my god, it's all soul sand. Oh, this sucks so bad. I'm dead. Yep. Blighted monster right on top of you. Not much you can do about surviving that one. We need crafting, I think, to use an anvil. No, it's building. Yeah. I found it. It's fine. Does RLCraft have vanilla Minecraft enchanting cost limit thing? It does, but they're kind of modified. They're not the same values. But there is... Oh my god. Blighted. Blighted are so dumb. I can put protection on my armor. I have like full mending armor, essentially. The gold armor essentially has mending on it. Where did he go? I'm playing Minecraft. We should use elevation. Where did he go? Well, I died right here. So we should... There we go. I also just dropped some healing. I was wondering where my experience was going for a second, but I remembered that I'm wearing gold armor, which means that it's repairing my armor as we gained experience. If the blighted despawning sucks. Killing a blighted would have like immediately gotten us our crafting table or our anvil, and getting an anvil is like it's a whole new tier in RLCraft. Like you just start really being... I mean, enchanted gear is just so good. There's a ton of new enchantments, and a lot of them are just really, really powerful. I wonder if there's explosive arrows I can use at some point to kill spawners from a distance. So I do want to kill these spawners. I'm more interested in the chests at this point. Damn it, I didn't get it in time. Fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Still fine. Building. There we go, another level. Look how fast the progress is now that we have the book. Bro just like reflected that arrow back at me. I'm like really excited about this now. Having lifesteal on our scythe is literally going to be night and day. I remember whenever I got my lifesteal scythe the first time, there was like these massive underground dungeons, these Doom-like dungeons, right? I think that's literally what they're called, by the way. That like I was clearing solo all of a sudden. Whenever, as a group, we would like die to them in mass, and I could suddenly clear them solo just because of the lifesteal mod. I actually just died, essentially. That's why my HP looks like that. We're gonna rest to get our hearts back. So that's what the broken heart container does, by the way. Instead of dying, it shattered a bunch of my hearts. And basically, it'll shatter a few of them each time I, air quotes, die. It sounds bad, but it's better than dying. And it has saved me in times when everyone around me has died. Magic protection too. That's okay. Magic protection is actually good in the long run. Okay. More building. Because magic protection, I do believe, protects you from some of the like modifiers that like elites and such have. Once we get everything to 16, we'll actually be able to start spending on the other stuff as well. The stuff that actually makes you just straight stronger. That'll be pretty nice. We'll actually just be getting stronger as we level at that point, instead of just unlocking things. This much soul sand really looks cursed. Just died again, essentially. Which this time is kind of bad, mostly because, well... Oh, yep, okay, dead. I was about to say, I can't sleep, so might as well die. I should have saved my experience. Damn it. I'm dumb. That was actually quite dumb of me. Spear with Bane of Anthropods. Who cares? I think we can just smelt it. Subject Geography. Who cares? Magic Protection. Honestly, who cares? They just need, like, 2 more levels. Okay, 2 more levels. So being in Battle Tower would not count a town as being a safe place, even if you're not in combat? Fair. Fortunately, just like Cataclysm, you don't actually have to be in a safe place to sleep. At least I'll get half my experience back. And store it. Don't throw down your main weapon, please. Please and thank you. Don't need any of this shit. There you go. Could save your experience. Well, you couldn't have saved your experience. Oh yeah, true. No, what I meant was I kind of sacrificed myself. I could have ran. Right? I kind of sacrificed myself because I was like, oh well, I can't survive this anyways because I can't heal. But I could have just run. I will say, they're getting slowed down by the soul sand too. So I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. But it's going to really suck whenever I fight archers. Fun fact, Areima is one of 2 channels that stream that I watch, not for a specific series that they stream. Oh, that's cool. Does that mean that you're basically saying that you watch me for me? Because that's a compliment as far as I've ever seen. I kind of hate this tower a little bit. Mostly the soul sand part. I do not need that on my bar. There we go. Berserk Gravity Vengeance. I'm not surprised that the Vengeance is basically a Thorns effect. Let's back up. Is he not coming around the corner? He probably climbed the wall by accident. Go ahead and heal a little bit then. I'd rather be breaking these spawners for the chance at, like, heart crystals and such, instead of killing a whole bunch of cave spiders. But I guess we do need a lot of experience right now. Ow. Fuck you. Let's back up a little bit and heal. Oh, that's a bad place to be. That's a bad place to be. I'm gonna die. Yep. Ah, fuck. I was trying to get out before, because they could only hurt me so fast. I was trying to get out before they killed me through all the extra hearts. Ah. After this hour, getting back to your base would be a good idea. I honestly think getting back to my base right now would be a good idea. I just don't have a good way of doing it. I need a like a waystone. I don't really want to walk all the way back, to be honest. I will if I have to, though. Yeah, because honestly, at this point, like, we're getting to the point where I'm not getting a lot out of things anymore, or I will soon not be getting a lot out, because I'm gonna be so fucking overloaded on inventory space. I need to not forget that I can still dodge across the soul sand for quite a bit of speed. Actually, I think, yep, that's probably, fuck you. Yeah, that might be enough levels. Hold on. It is. Okay. We need some levels to put it on, though, so we can't go back just yet. We'll need some levels to put on the lifesteal and sharpness. But that's going to be a huge, huge life difference. Quality of life, massive increase. Plus, lifesteal scythe is just, like, so thematic, right? I'm hitting the guy in the back for, like, 10 damage with this scythe. Fuck. He just mined the block directly underneath me. I'm hurt. Fear that being a structure made out of materials. I can't read the rest of your message. Do you guys see how many times I'm air quote dying? No, don't die to a spider. Okay. We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here. I'm outside of combat. 2.5 hearts. Never needed more. Never needed more. That's my max hearts until I can rest, by the way. Yeah. We have enough experience, though. We can go back and we'll sleep before we go back into the tower. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus H. Christ. My brother in Christmas. Okay, let's get this anvil going, and let's get our god tier item here. Anvil. So we need 3 blocks of iron. You're not going to tell me after all of that I don't have enough iron. I don't. I'm breaking 3, though. We do want to keep that. Drop that in there. Tell me we have more iron in here. We have a little bit. So that's 9, 18, 27 iron. Yeah, we're pretty far off, to be honest. We're going to have to actually go mining to get this. Well, we don't care about our saber anymore, so we can melt that down. 31 iron in total. Okay. I mean, we are actually close. There's an iron there for some reason. We are actually close. We're 20 iron. Let's search the place here. See if we miss some iron. Just kind of like sitting around. Some things that maybe we can melt down. It does look like we've not opened every door. I'm being very careful not to press the dash button all that often, because if I dash into a wall too hard, I will just instantly kill myself. As funny as that'll be, I would be a little disappointed. I don't want to die intentionally, ever. We need that string, more string coal. It's nice, but not really what I'm looking for. Apples are always nice as well. We don't have a lot of use for gold, so we'll turn a lot of the gold into golden apples. Because, I mean, they still do the golden apple thing. They give you, like, resistance and all that. It is nighttime, so let's sleep so that I don't worry about one-shotting myself by dashing into a fucking wall. It doesn't look like there's any iron around here. There's a chance that we actually go mining, which is wild. Remember, kids, even black holes can be relatable. Yeah, fair. I don't want to mine. I really don't want to mine. Mining is my least favorite activity in Minecraft. Purging Blade. What does Purging Blade do? Purging Blade 1. Grants a chance on attacks to purge an effect from an enemy, amplifying the attack damage when purging stronger effects. Okay. That's interesting. I don't think I care, though. Considering it would take up a slot on a weapon, doesn't seem worthwhile. How much gold do we have? We have a shit ton of gold. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Do that. Seriously, I can't multi-craft these? That's a little annoying. We'll have to do this. There you go. Golden apples. That is a much better healing item now. We're not going to use the heal right now, obviously, because that would be fucking stupid. But it will give us regeneration and such. So, hell yeah. What do I do for more iron? I guess I could go mining. It'd be nicer if I could go spelunking, right? Like if I could find a cave nearby. That would make me a lot happier than mining. Because I don't want to just strip mine. I guess strip mining on stream would be the place where you do it, right? Even more than fishing? It's a hard call which one I dislike more, mining or fishing. This should have iron in it. No. Well, I guess we don't really have much of a choice at the end of the day. Especially if I want my lifesteal scythe. Let's find a cave nearby. Oh, talking about the purging enchantment? I mean, I guess it makes sense. Oh, hey. This is iron. It made sense against, like, there is a ton of creatures in the game that have, like, a bunch of bonuses on them. Does it remove those effects? Because I was thinking that it was, with how it reads, it sounds like it's only removing, like, potion buffs and stuff like that, right? We're still going to leave because that's not going to be enough iron. Potion buffs and the such, which there's not that many things in this game that give themselves potion buffs outside of, like, I don't know, witches, right? So I don't know how good that would be. Doesn't sound very good to me. But maybe I'm missing something. What is that? Slate. Maybe I'm missing something there. Maybe I'm missing some sort of aspect of that makes it really good. Lots of enchantments will light on fire, poison enemies, or slow them. Well, it said that the purging says that it would remove the effect. Oh, so maybe you, like, put a fiery aspect on it, and then you put the purging, and you light someone on fire, then you purge the fire, and... Okay, yeah. And Coda just said the same thing that I was thinking, is that you put a negative thing on them yourself, and then you purge it for extra damage. Oh, okay, you know what? You know what? I will keep an eye out on that for future, because that actually is a very cool, like, combo effect. Although I will admit that I am very partial to putting both Vampirism and Lifesteal on a weapon, so that you can get some, like, serious healing. Oh my god. I hate that so much. Shadow. He has a name. Fuck you. Multiple skeletons in RLCraft. Jesus Christ. Don't die to a chicken. Golden chicken. What the fuck was that? It dropped prismarine and iron nuggets. It almost fucking killed me. Okay. Good reminder, good reminder. I pressed the Clippy button. What the fuck was that? It didn't drop... It did drop a whole bunch of iron nuggets, so there's that. That progress towards our immediate goal here of trying to get the most badass scythe known to man. I also don't have any arrows after that encounter. I had a bow. I'm being stupid. I could have just shot my bow at the skeletons there. Save our experience. Need to get in the habit of doing that. I mean, there's a part of me that's just like, go back into the battle tower. Ooh, what's this? Go back into the battle tower and get iron from the battle tower. Because it's actually quite likely that we could get enough iron from the battle tower. But I wanted to save some of the battle tower for... Is the blue orbs mana? Where did you see blue orbs? I'm not sure what you would be talking about with the blue orbs. I know that there are orbs that will appear above my HP bar if I ever spend mana. Always hits you when you don't expect. Weakness? Yeah. It's because of the fucking HP system. If your arms go below a heart, or like a heart and a half or something like that, you take weakness. Really wrecks you. Okay, I don't actually see any caves. Oh, no, the blue is droplets? Oh. Huh. I don't know. There are some particles in the air that indicate various things. I don't know what all of them mean all the time. Like, sometimes you'll see some green sparkles in the air, and the green sparkles are actually radiation. The red sparkles that are coming off of me is because I have Magic Shield and Magic Focus, and it's, like, actually a buff, right? I was hoping that one of these crevasses here was going to look like a good place to start mining for iron. None of these crevasses look like good places to start mining for iron. They need to be deeper. We need to go deeper. That's promising. Randomly hollowed out mountain. Okay, then. That looks like a glitch. Ah, that looks promising. There we go. Interesting. It actually has like a cobblestone bottom. What's going on here? There's trees down here. This looks like crafted, like generated. And it's empty. Well, down here now. Taking my torches back. You don't get to keep my torches. They're mine. Fucking waste of time. First they kill a gnat rabbit, now they kill a chicken. Yeah, I don't know what was with that. I've never seen either one of those before. Oh, hey, iron. Iron. This isn't going to be enough, but it's going to be really close. Fucking geode. Oh my god, I hate geonarchs. Scared the shit out of me. They happen whenever you mine things. This is one of the reasons why I hate mining in RLCraft. It's literally an experience in jump scares. Oh. Well, at least you guys got to experience why I hate mining in RLCraft. That right there. Because nothing is safe. Is the buff coming from your equipment? So the buff is semi-permanent? Yes, basically, yes. So the magic focus and the magic shield is coming from wearing a full set of gold. So it becomes a semi-permanent permanent buff, right? And it's being reapplied every second. So it never goes below 10. And it creates us having like this particle effect going on, right? For the record, the reason I'm leaving out my pickaxe is because the pickaxe actually does do extra damage to the Geonarch. I'm out of arrows at a very unfortunate time. I'm going to die. These things suck. So you know that rat that does that effect, right? That thing is that rat on crack. Hate to do it, but we're going to store experience and you know what? Nope, even a apple won't save us at this point. I don't think I can even get out of here. Yep. Figured out something that our geo guys don't spawn if the ore pocket is 1 to 2 ore whenever spawn, but a larger vein. It's a chance every single time that you hit a vein. That's 19 iron. That will be enough. I think with all of this combined, we'll be able to make our anvil. And then we have enough experience to... Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. So whenever I press this button, I have to shift press it. There we go. We'll have enough experience to transfer our book recipes over. Okay, so we want lifesteal first. So we want the, if I remember correctly, we want to do this in... Okay, so maybe, wow, 12 levels. Holy shit. I want to do this in the right order. So someone remind me. I want the lifesteal to be the highest enchantment, the topmost enchantment on the scythe. So does that mean I put it on last or do I put it on first? I want to do it right, so I'm going to wait for a response on that one because that's actually a very big deal that I do it the correct order. It looks like we will have enough for lifesteal. Because the reason why I want it on first is because later I'm going to be able to make a disenchanter, right? And the disenchantment table only removes the topmost enchantment on something. So like if we look at, I know we have enchanted item around here, right? Unbreaking 3. If I wanted to, I could remove the Unbreaking 3 from this with a disenchanter, and I would get specifically the topmost thing. Can we combine 2 sharpness 5s? Is there a sharpness? There is a sharpness 5. I might make this sharpness 5, but I'm going to do the lifesteal first. You don't know? Not familiar with enchantments? I want to say it's the first enchantment, and then every other enchantment comes on afterwards, but it might be the last enchantment. I want to say it's the first. I really, really want to say it's the first. We can make this stack smaller by doing this. There we go. First. Okay, encoded says first. I'll believe it. Mostly because I also agree that it's first. So then I only have 3 levels left, so I won't be able to put that on, but I want to combine these first anyways. So we at least have a lifesteal scythe now. That's still a huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. really, really is. I'm not just saying that. It is going to be so fucking incredibly good. We're going to keep some of these on us for the future. No, some of these recall potions on us for the future, so we can get out of sticky spots like that without dying. I really don't like just willy-nilly dying, because it always feels like cheating whenever I willy-nilly die and I have no item loss on death. Okay, so we need to go back to the battle tower now and get some more experience. Oh, struggling on inventory space. Really have to make some decisions on what we want. How long do I think is left in the stream? I don't know, probably 20, 30 minutes. I am feeling it. I did take an energy drink before starting, so I have a little bit more energy than I did on Tuesday. And I do want to aim for, I don't know. Oh, there's nothing down here. Okay. I want to aim for like around 4 hours usually. So I think once I finish my scythe, I feel like I like there being like good conclusions to these, right? I'm going to mark that as well because we did just build the lifesteal on the scythe. I like there being good conclusions to these. Let's take them damage real quick. Okay, so I took a little bit of a hit. Already healed back up to full. So we're going to not take attrition anymore. It's like the big thing. In fact, it's a war of attrition in their direction instead of my direction. Oh, zombie head. Nice. So basically, I think whenever we finish... Ooh, silver chestplate. Hell yeah. Whenever we finish the scythe, we'll probably head out. So we need maybe around 13 levels. It is currently 10 p.m. Netherrack design? I don't know. Oh, yeah. It's because this is 1.12. This is just what Netherrack looks like in 1.12. I've actually never seen the new design of Netherrack. Mostly because the only new Minecraft I watch is Hermitcraft, and those people avoid the normal Nether like it's the plague. I swear. I mean, they're builders. They're not adventurers, or at least most of them aren't. I guess I probably don't watch the right people, because I watch, like, Grian and Impulse, who are not adventurers. They're builders. Oh, a manuscript page. That's fun. These manuscript pages can be added together in order to get lore entries and like information entries on the Ice and Fire mod. So I will say that the lifesteal on the scythe is actually specifically strong because the scythe does the full sweeping. Oh my god, I just fell down the ledge twice. The full sweeping damage, which means that if I hit 3 dudes, I get a lot more HP back than hitting 1 dude. Like, I'd like to point out that I just took a bunch of damage, fell a bunch of times, and my foot is slightly damaged, but I healed most of it back almost immediately. It's so fucking good, guys. It's so fucking good. I can't accentuate enough how much we are just going to be wanting lifesteal on us permanently. Ew, slugs. Yes. Ew, slugs. Now the only thing is that, like, I need to make sure that I never break this scythe, because lifesteal is actually pretty rare in my experience. So I want to make sure I don't break it. So mending is not going to be happening anytime soon. Oh, I don't have any arrows. So we just need to, like, disenchant and then make a new scythe anytime it's getting low. That's why I wanted to make sure that it was in the correct slots, right? So that we can take it off whenever we need to and make a new one. This does have the old vanilla thing where if we repair it on an anvil, it gets increasingly higher and higher cost on experience to repair. We will eventually just not be able to reasonably afford repairing this. It's fitting that the scythe happens to be the best weapon in lifesteal. It's almost like they want it to be Reaper style. Yeah. Plus, I really liked scythes in general, so I was really happy that scythes were good in RLCraft. I was actually dedicated to using a scythe on the old RLCraft server before knowing that they were good. And then after learning that they were good, I was just like, well, justified. I think we're really close to being high enough level on, like, requirement stuff that I might start grabbing the other things, like the damage reduction and stuff like that. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about after this fight. There's some pretty cool modifier things in the other level up system. Look at how fucking different this is. I'm just, like, not even worried about taking small points of damage here. Store my levels. It is burning through my durability. Relatively fast, though. I am worried about durability. And lied, apparently. Jeez. And those infected just fucking wrecked those zombies. Holy shit. God damn it. Just fell again. Oh, I dropped a backpack. Just filled with random garbage. Okay, then. Bronze rapier. Cool, cool, cool. I really need to get rid of some of these holes so I stop fucking falling through the map. No, I'm going to do this to heal up. We almost have a full ESP tomb, which, by the way, is 30 levels. Yeah. So just like how Bezoars made this whole thing a lot easier because I wasn't suddenly getting poisoned every 3 seconds, the lifesteal is the next gap of power increase. Where the fuck is he? I hate that these guys make you blind. And he gave me confusion as well. So I leapt off of a random fucking ledge. Great. Maybe combine enchant boots together with each other first before adding them onto equipment. I didn't add them onto the equipment yet. I only had one lifesteal. I do actually still have those 2 sharpness books. That's why we're out here getting experience, so that I can get enough experience to put these sharpness books on. So I do agree, Kurt. I didn't actually put them on yet, so. But having it so the spawner that spews out all the guys spawn before destroyed. It just spews out all the guys that would have spawned before getting destroyed if broken, be too mean. There are actually spawners that do that. Even in RLCraft, by the way, I forgot what they're called, but they're like explosive spawners that they just spawn every possible enemy all at once. Oh, it's fear, not confusion. I apologize. It's the same fucking thing. It means the same thing. Dang it. Fell through a hole again. We actually have enough experience to go back and do this right now. We probably should. Because I do need to end the stream sometime soon. So, okay, let's do it. But with this scythe, Man, we're gonna be getting experience so much faster, and we're gonna start unlocking things in mass. We have officially, we're approaching mid game very quickly. Well, at least the end of early game. That's not what you meant. If you combine different enchantment books into one book, it'd be less work penalty for the final enchantment, final equipment. Oh, I never knew that, actually. I never knew that at all. So you're saying that it actually, like, costs less of the total, like, enchantment durability of a thing? Like combining a lifesteal but before putting it on. Huh. I never knew that. I'm also going to put protection on my armor real quick as well. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a mechanic, so that's good to know for the future. Please. Lifesteal's on top. Yes. Okay, so we always add it first. We'll put the protection on our chest piece because we don't have anything else to add. So we are listening to advice, but we just don't have anything else that I care about being on my armor right now. I mean, it would be nice to have Unbreaking on it, but we can't get it off yet. Advanced protection. Okay, so let's try this. So we'll do Feather Falling and Advanced Protection, which makes an Advanced Protection Feather Falling book. Oh, we don't have enough, though. We don't have enough experience. But that's probably what we would want to do for our boots, is that combination. What's True Strike? True Strike. Allows the user to bypass evasion and parry enchantments, additionally giving a chance to bypass invulnerability frames. Well, that's pretty cool. It's probably better than I'm thinking it is, but I'm going to smelt it. Because we weren't using them in mass anymore, we got so many freaking EXP tombs. But we now have a Lifesteal 2 Sharpness 5 Sweeping Diamond Scythe. Also, it has a Rune of Piercing capability too. What does that mean? Rune of Piercing capability too. I don't... What? I don't... Oh, here we go. Rune. Okay, piercing capabilities. One of the runes allows your attack to pierce through an enemy's armor by 25% for each level. So piercing capabilities 2 means that this is 50% armor piercing? Where the fuck did the piercing capability come from? Did the chat crash for anyone else? Chat's actually been fucked with for me the entire time, so I don't know. Well, I do think, though, that we are going to end there for today. That honestly is... That honestly is a great place to end anyways, because we got a lot done. I mean, we explored a whole bunch of places. We completed 2 battle towers, almost a third one. We made some progress on finding a new home, but honestly, we need to go back and, you know, combine a bunch of shit, make our haste ring. We got some hard upgrades. We got a lot done. We have a scythe that is super powerful, and with our enchantment or our EXP book, we're going to be able to fast track getting EXP to get higher levels much quicker. But we will stream again next Tuesday at 7 p.m. This is going to be my Tuesday-Thursday schedule for at least the next 3 to 4 weeks, in case you missed some of the earlier messages. And I'm hoping to be able to get the vast majority of Dregora done before I sit down and make videos. I did like our chat today, and I think I'm going to sit down and think about it, and I'll update you guys next Tuesday on what I'm thinking. But I'm really liking the idea of some sort of isekai, of someone making a story out of this, of someone being sent to Dregora. And I'm just gonna play around with that in my head, and I'll update you guys on what I'm thinking about that next Tuesday, and maybe we can chat again about story ideas of what kind of video I'm going to make out of this, because I haven't decided. I just decided to do this and see if I had the ability to do this, if I had the brain power. But anyways, it's been a lot of fun. I'm really glad that you guys were along for the ride, and that at least some of you guys find this entertaining. And if you missed any of this, again, you can find the VoDs over on Areima Plays. There is a link to the channel in the description. It'll go up in probably about 2 hours afterwards, because it just takes some time to encode and shit like that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and a great night. And of course... Oh, wow. Hey, Kez. weird to see you in one of my streams. But yeah, there's always more dark days ahead. Wait, that's the wrong outro. Anyways, goodbye.